We are going live. All right. Excited. Everyone's on time. Everyone's here. We are all excited and ready to play. So I'm just going to jump right on into it. But before I do, I'm just going to remind everyone that I will not be doing any DMing the weekend of Labor Day. That weekend I will be away and I'm not doing any campaigning whatsoever. So I think that is the 4th, yeah. So the 4th and the 5th, I will be out. My birthday weekend, y'all. Woo!
And you don't want to DM that weekend? God, what kind of person are you?
No, I'm going fishing 2 of the 4 days that I'm not home. So I'm super excited about that. All right. So, all right. Last time, and this is a little bit for Squirt. I'll touch a little bit more on Squirt stuff. You guys didn't really do a whole lot. It was a little bit of a shorter session. So, last time you guys came together, you had already finished the fight at the Wayside Inn. Already felled all the creatures, all the cultists. Kiva had revivified one of them. And so we had picked up, you guys were interrogating said prisoner, Mr. Corball, and found out some more information on a character that he said to be leading backs named Farrelly. Other than that, you didn't get too much information out of him. You guys talked with him for a while. And ended up doing a bunch of other stuff. Dre's and Kiva working together worked to bury all of the corpses, the bodies. You guys had some delicious food by Korga, and Alen Alen struggled with whether or not he wanted to give the prisoner the soul coin, deciding not to in the end. And you learned a bit about Cray, and so there was a little bit of back and forth between Cray and Alen and the rest of the party about Lord Neverember. Cray asking about inadvertently becoming a warlock, which the party's like, no, you don't want that. And Jen and Twitch kind of went to search the premises and found the bracer molding that was made for the bracers for the ritual, along with some really fine armor and armaments in the what looked to be a smith's room. And so with the help of Kelton feeding the prisoner, everyone eats, everyone kind of rests and relaxes, and you guys talk about your plan to travel to Neverwinter, and prior to that where you're going and what you're going to do when you get there. Twitch tried to enlist Korga as the party cook, but did not succeed in that endeavor. And then you guys kind of like wrapped up what you were doing, and everyone headed to their separate rooms and fell asleep. And if there's anything I missed, speak up now, because that's where we're going to pick up.
Owlbear Link.
Oh, Owlbear Link. Thank you. Man. Woo.
I messaged you in the main chat and private chat. Didn't notice.
I can tell today is going to be a good day. Good day. Good day, sir.
It's gonna be great.
All right,
Real
there
quick, can you
is
remind me what the name was of the leader that Corval
Farrelly.
told us about?
Yeah.
Farrelly?
He only gave you a one-word name, and it's Farrelly, I believe. I believe it's that. Let me double check.
Farrelly. Okay. I'm actually taking a moment to add that to my notes at the moment.
Yeah.
What did we do with the rest of the armaments that we found? Are we just storing them to sell for later?
Yeah, I think that's what we decided to do.
I know Twitch has one of the swords with Talia's symbol.
Yeah. And Jen suggested possibly bringing at least one of the sets of armor, in case it might be useful later, but I don't think we were going to do that.
This is why I double check. F-H-E-R-A-L-A-I.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, Farrelly. Hopefully you'll never have to do any spelling bees for that name, because that is a weird spelling of that name, but that is the name. go ahead and edit this. So FHERALAI. Okay, there we go. Done. All right. So that's the name that you heard. Did I miss anything, or are you guys ready to go?
Just making sure who has the armor stuff for selling later.
The armor, I don't think you guys were decided to take
Yeah,
because they were
I don't
full
think
plate
we
armor.
specifically said anything about the armor, just that we had found it.
Yeah, I
think-
think
What we were doing with it yet.
Yeah.
I think we decided to either get it taken to Leland to sell, or leaving it here and picking it up on the way back.
Well, what do we want to do with it, guys?
All right, so let's get into it. So, it is about 6:30 in the morning, and Squirt and Kiva, you and Twitch, the three of you kind of are the first ones to hear just like a chirping of a bird outside, and it kind of rouses you from your sleep, and you groggily open your eyes and wake up the world and start waking up all of your companions, and eventually everyone wakes up, and unless anyone's doing anything in their room before they come downstairs, I'm just going to say you all wake up and meet down in the common area.
So that is long rest, just to be sure.
That
right?
is a long rest. Everyone gets a long rest. Even
But not a
Kiva.
level up. No? Okay.
What? I missed it.
Not a level up, just a long rest.
Oh my god. No levels for you. Yeah, everyone.
We have to fight another dragon before we do that.
Right. Yeah,
There's several
basically.
dragons we could go fight. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah.
Let's
Um,
Let's not go looking for that much trouble at the moment.
What?
We have enough on our plate already.
How badly do we want to be level 10 in Neverwinter?
no.
That's cool.
Have a dragon sword for a reason.
That-
You're here to
that is
kill them. Come on.
All right. So as you guys all head down, I'm gonna say, kind of everyone gets down a little bit before Kiva. Kiva is having a rough morning, and as Kiva heads down the stairs.
I was going to say Kiva's going to actually spend a bit of time in prayer and meditation because I'm changing her spell list too.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense then. So you can do that, and eventually Kiva comes downstairs, and she she has this expression on her face that you guys haven't seen before. It's kind of like consternation. She looks like maybe she's agitated at something, but she can't quite narrow down exactly what it is. Yeah, everyone comes down and meets in the kitchen, and Cray is actually still sleeping. But as you all enter, you can see Morticia in the back kind of wiping things down, cleaning up some of the glasses, kind of prepping and trying to get things in order for reopening the Wayside Inn in case anyone else shows up.
Morning.
Hello.
And what time about is it, DM?
I'm sorry. You would have started waking up at 6. I would say probably 7.
Okay. Just making a mental note there. Should somebody go and check on the guy we have tied up to see if anything happened overnight?
After breakfast, sure.
Alright.
Say, Kelton's still alive, right? Or no, he's not with him, is he? Yeah, was he? Forgot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was watching him. He was gonna break a leg if
Oh,
If he...
oh shoot, I missed that. All right, so Kelton's watching him.
Yep.
Yeah,
Good to know.
that's all if he tried to go to hurt him. Not kill him, hurt him.
Okay. Yeah, no,
so
that's
I'm
fine.
escaping.
All right. So yeah, Kelton's still watching him. And obviously, since you can't speak to Kelton, you don't necessarily know if he's still there. But Kelton feels.
Yeah, but I know he's still alive.
Kelton feels alive.
You'll...
Well, as alive as Kelton is gonna get.
Right.
Hopefully. Oh, is that
Maybe.
the new?
Right.
That's the new image. Okay.
It's not going to be smarmy, though.
He's not.
No, he don't want to be friends with me.
Hey,
Oh, that's right.
Veronica, if you send that to me, I can get you a token for it.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, as you guys are kind of there, Marticia like just kind of like morning waves to you like, and then about 5 minutes after that, you hear like this, and Korga comes out from around the corner with a large plate of breakfast food, bacon, eggs, that sort of stuff, glass of milk, everything the body needs. And kind of like lays it down on the counter. Just, morning, please have some food, and yeah, thanks again. And he heads back to the kitchen to just like humming to himself, like just singing his own deal. He seems pretty jovial this morning. So you guys, the food is up by the counter by Marticia, so you guys can go up and grab that as much as you want. There's enough for everyone to eat, and Marticia is still cleaning glasses and stuff, and she'll get you water or milk or non-alcoholic beverages in the morning unless you specifically want something specific.
Nope. Just eating breakfast.
Apple juice.
All right.
Let me see. Oh, alright, since we are awake and eating together, Twitch is gonna ask for whoever had the new map that we found after the battle, if we could take a look at it as we're eating.
I thought I was the map holder.
I know you had the original one. I don't know if you were still hanging on to the new one, too.
I don't know if I have the new one either.
But it would make sense for us to hand it to you, in any case. So we can say that. I don't know who else would have been holding it.
Do we know who got it off the body? I don't even remember which body it was.
It was off of Tegan. It was off of Tegan. Yep. She had the map. So whoever searched the map, which I think was Jin, if I remember right.
I thought it was Drace.
Yeah, I thought it was Drace.
Oh, it might have been Drace. Okay.
Does Drace have a map?
That's a good question.
I couldn't hear you.
Drace, if you're speaking.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I was doing do-do-dos. I do not see it in my inventory.
Uh-oh.
But
Alright,
the body's still down there, right?
Alright, you guys know the rule. If it's disappeared from the inventory, I hope someone has it.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, come on.
Ooh, I like that.
If there was a map, I know I didn't pick it up.
I mean,
I wasn't active.
If no one picked it up, we can say that, you know, you guys kind of like looked at it like, oh, it's a map, and then kind of like left it on the floor, not thinking about it, and then Twitch was like, hey, maybe we should check that out.
Oh, wait, we should get the map.
Yeah.
I'll get the map.
Okay. So Lynn, you head downstairs with the construct dust that is still down there. The bodies are all gone, but there is a map, a piece of paper folded up and laying on the ground, and you find the map down there. And bring it back up for everyone.
I'm gonna put in my inventory so this doesn't happen again.
Yes, let's do that, please.
All right, Twitch, I have your thing.
Did you use the circle one that Jen just sent?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will
That was
fix
enough to
that.
tag
I
you.
will fix that for you ASAP.
Good.
Delete.
Apparently, there's map cases, but there is not actual map scrolls. So I'm gonna make a custom item or something.
Yep, it's fine. Yeah, just
Or you could just put a map case in your inventory and rename it to a map.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Whatever you want. All right, 2 tokens. That's what I'm looking for. All right, and while you guys are doing that, I'm doing some housekeeping here as well.
Okay.
All right, so you bring the map back up to breakfast.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Twitch is going to bring out the. We weren't calling them binoculars. We were calling them eyeglasses.
Lenses.
Lenses. I have too many things in this inventory to know what they were called. But yeah, the eye rings.
It's a map of the Sword Coast, right?
It's a map of the Sword Coast that looks very similar to the one you have, but with other markings on it. Here, we'll do it this way. So it looks very similar to this, but there's kind of like black markings all over. Oh, not like that. Black little circles all over the map. Tiny little black circles that seem to be in very specific locations. There's a whole bunch of them, kind of all over the Sword Coast, including in the Neverwinter Woods. These seem to be, they seem to be, for by best guess, probably places where they were planning to set up shop eventually. Strategic locations.
Question.
Yeah.
Do any of them look very close to places we've already seen them setting up shop?
Yeah, well, there's obviously one in Phandalin.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
there are some places that are close to where you've seen them, but for the most part, it seems to be more tactical rather than places where you've already seen them, if that makes more sense.
Gotcha.
And this is just for look, so you guys can kind of get a visual for what this map looks like. Is anyone looking at the map with the lenses on?
Yes, Twitch is.
Okay, Twitch, as you put them, I almost said the map, as you put the map on, as you put the lenses on, all the little dots kind of fade away. All the little black dots fade away. The colors of the map kind of change a little bit from like a blue to yellow. There's a bit of a kaleidoscope effect that goes on kind of in your eyes as you're looking at this. And all of a sudden, a small square appears just south of the Wayside Inn with words underneath that says Thundercliffs.
Just to the group, what's a Thundercliff?
Does that name ring any bells to anyone?
Jin, I'm gonna say probably Jin and maybe Twitch and Kiva. You can roll with disadvantage, just because
Okay.
you've been there for only 3 years and may have heard something, but probably not. Jin, Twitch, and Kiva, roll me a history check.
Well, I don't got anything.
We're just like, oh wait, never mind. I might know.
Yeah, okay. And Kiva, okay. So, yeah, I would say both Twitch, Twitch you would have heard this more recently than Kiva, within the last few years. But both of you would have heard that the Thundercliffs are cliffs on the eastern coast of the Sword Coast, or the western coast of the Sword Coast, and they have a rocky, really sharp, obtruse facing. They're really like juts out, and apparently you've heard rumors of pirates and whatnot smuggling things into the Sword Coast via this cave connection to the Sword Coast. From what you recall, there's
Pirate related, and Jen doesn't know about it.
I know, right?
What?
It's not. That's
We
because
just didn't go that route.
that's because the rumors aren't necessarily true. This is just what you've heard. So pirates wouldn't be talking about pirate layers,
Right.
if that made sense. So the two of you would have heard that they're really tall, pointy rock facings on the west coast of the Sword Coast. Generally, Thundercliffs. Thundercliffs. Yeah. And from your understanding, from what you heard of the stories, there's one entry into the cliffs, or into the caves that are part of the cliffs, that is submerged for a good portion of the day, depending on the tides.
Didn't we go here once already? This is sounding really familiar.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So no, we didn't go here?
No.
Okay.
It sounds pretty similar to our one shot.
Yeah, it's similar to the one shot, but I didn't. That
To be
was
fair,
just...
there's probably all kinds of sea caves and stuff like that all up and down the whole Sword
I mean,
Coast,
yeah,
so.
basically any sea cave is going to be dependent on tides, so it's gonna all sound very similar. So yeah, definitely mark that on your map. It's pretty darn close to Leland. It's from where you're at. It's a good probably 15 miles. It would be a good section of the day to head that direction. But you could definitely make it in a day.
So that's the green square you put on the
That is the
album?
green square I put on the map.
Cool. Alright, well, I guess we got another thing to check out.
What is it?
Tell the team all of that.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Twitch tells everyone, and
Is this
So-
the only thing that changed with the glasses on?
that's the only thing that changed with the glasses on. It's
So now the question becomes: is it more?
Sorry, go ahead.
Is it more important to get guards so we have people defending the town as quickly as possible, or is it more important to check this first? Since apparently they marked it as important.
Oh yeah, Twitch will definitely share the lenses with everyone else.
okay.
I mean, I'd say the guards because we were hired to do it.
How dire do we think this, it was a bard that was abducted, right?
Yes.
So how dire do we think, that situation is? Is that bard gonna live long?
You have no idea. You have no idea why they took him.
And the guy didn't tell us the first time.
Cray was the one that told you. And you didn't revivify Bax, so the other guy definitely had no idea why he was taken.
Yeah.
And this looks like it would take us half a day?
Generally, yeah, just about. Somewhere between
There shouldn't
somewhere
be
between 4 and 5 hours.
Then we should probably check this first. It might be where they took them. It's definitely along the coast. Though,
If only
hopefully
we had
can
some way of, like, contacting Leland from a distance. Kiva would say.
that would be very handy. Yes, I cannot do that.
Anyone have a sending stone for the council there? No?
Nope.
Sending
There's
stone for
one
places?
group that has not given us a stone.
We have several stones, including some that probably no longer work, but not for the town council in Leland.
Uh-huh.
I have a coin, but not for that.
I could send Edgar, but I'm reluctant to be away from him for a while.
It would also take him a fair bit of time to get back to Leland. So,
Yeah, even with the 60 fly speed, it would take him all day.
All day's not bad, because then you can just pocket dimension them back to wherever we go next, right?
But we would
yeah, but that would still be wasting a day, whether we're
going or not.
Yeah. we're talking about getting information now to make a decision with. So.
Let's see if we can find a sign of where this group was heading. If it was towards Neverwinter, or if it was heading towards where this seems to be, and maybe we could decide that way.
Yeah.
Either way, if they took him, they already had an entire night to go wherever they were going to go, and we have no idea what they could have done in that time.
Possibly longer. We don't know how long before we arrived they had taken him.
Also true.
Yeah, and I don't mean to interject, but yeah, you're gonna have to pay for the next night if you guys stay another night. So, you know.
I think we should go.
Well, we'd be going either way.
Okay, what if we did this? We go rescue the bard, because he probably doesn't have long to live, and we send Edgar and tell them what we've done and why we've done it, and ask them to provide a sending stone for when Edgar gets brought back to us.
Sure. Can they bring?
Yeah, can they bring items back with them?
Familiar? Can you teleport them?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's up to DM ruling.
No, they cannot because they are the item is not pocketed dimension. The creature is pocketed dimension. So if you pocket dimension him while he's holding that thing, it's gonna drop to the ground.
He can eat it.
He can.
No.
Yes, good.
Well, I mean, honestly, that's not a bad idea.
Hold it in your mouth. Tell him to just hold it in his mouth.
I think I would work as him holding something in his palate.
Oh.
Let's get really creative with it.
Oh man, I'm lurching over here, guys.
Let someone enchant Edgar himself as a sending stone.
There you go. There
Yes.
you go. And that's assuming that the town council has a sending stone to give you.
Right. Yeah. Alright, moving on.
Yeah.
We should probably save the bard. He's probably in lots of trouble, if not dead.
Yeah.
Whoop.
I was just looking, but unfortunately sending is not on the druid spell list, otherwise I would have taken it.
Wah, wah.
We need a magic item of sending.
Nope.
Gabe,
Nope.
please.
Nope.
You could have like a magic telephone system. It'd be so cool. Just like have it shaped like a tablet with like strange runes on it that you have to push to
man.
send your message.
So by this time, you guys have had this conversation, and Cray finally comes down. Oh, that's what that smell is, and grabs some bacon and eggs and kind of loads up her plate and heads kind of over, not at the same table where you guys are at, but similar, close table. And yeah, she sits down to eat, and she keeps eyeing you, Alin, every so often, just kind of like looking back and looking at you like, maybe today he'll tell me. But he doesn't. She doesn't say a whole lot. She's just like, morning. Grabs her
Do
food.
any of us notice Cray looking at Alin like that?
Oh yeah, she's not being subtle about it.
Okay, cool.
Is Edgar around?
I would assume he's invisible. But that's a Lynn question.
Why would he be invisible right now?
Is he a raven then?
Yeah, usually.
Okay.
I
So
don't
he's-
usually like say it, but I assume that he's not in inform when we're like out in the wild, and I turn him back into Raven when we like are in public.
Gotcha.
That's why I wanted to ask, because I bet Cray would be very interested in familiars hanging around.
It's not necessarily Cray. If you have a raven inside of the tavern, Marticia's gonna scold you for that. So if you do have him visible and he's a raven, you're gonna get an earful from Marticia asking you to take your beast outside, and leave it out there.
It's not a beast; it's a bird.
Right, but they carry diseases and other creatures that I do not want in my establishment. So
He does not have diseases.
that is a good assumption by you.
That's also very rude to animals. People will interject with that.
It is magical, so I don't think the rules of normal animals really apply here.
What do you mean magical?
You know
That's
how
not-
wizards get familiar.
That's not a raven?
Those. That's a philosophical question.
That makes no sense. How is that a philosophical question? It's
Yeah.
either a raven or it's
Yeah,
not a raven.
It is something that takes the form of a raven, what we do not know, but is not like technically a raven
Is Alin speaking up to any of this?
that I know
Can I
of.
stop?
Alin, are you saying anything?
A familiar is a magical spirit that you summon into existence that takes the shapes of different things.
Oh. Well, it still looks like a raven, but I guess I'll let it go. But if there are patrons in here, I will have to ask you to. They won't understand it. You know, keep it out of sight.
I'll have
Well,
to go invisible.
look, they should just learn to deal with it.
Or, because this is my establishment, you all can find a different place to eat.
I have him go invisible.
Okay. See, that's not so hard, is it? Thank you. I appreciate that.
Are you still mad about last night? I thought you said you didn't hold it, like, for all of us, but you seem kind of in a bad mood.
No, I'm fine. I just don't like wild creatures in my tavern.
Good thing there aren't any.
Do you count me?
What'd you say, Squirt?
Perfect.
Well, do you count me?
Well, no, you're not a creature. I mean, you've bathed at least recently, right? She kind of like looking hesitantly asking that question.
Oh, you assume that.
Has Squirt bathed recently?
Do mud baths count?
She kind of like just rubs her forehead. Oh god. You know what? The Raven can come back. Fine. Apparently I need to clean this whole place anyway. Which room did you sleep in? Looking at you, Squirt.
I'm sure you'll find out.
Oh god. Okay.
Yeah, she's like that.
Eva picks up her breakfast and walks outside after Marticia says wild beasts need to go outside.
No, okay. Yeah. Does Kiva say anything to the party or just gets up and leaves?
She just picks it up and walks outside.
All right. So Kiva heads outside.
Okay, up to the stable actually.
Oh, to the stable? Okay. As you walk out to the stable, you would see Kelton standing by one of the stalls. He's still looking in at the stall, and you can kind of see the guy that you had tied up. He's awake now, and like he's like looking at you and then looking back at Kelton, and there's a little bit of fear in his eyes. Like he's kind of maybe realized that Kelton isn't a dwarf.
I'm not out there yet, am I?
No.
Oh.
Jen will raise an eyebrow when she just walks out. Wow, everyone's in such a bad mood this morning.
Like I said, I'm not in a bad mood. I'm just very protective of my establishment. Then there's a small little harumph from Cray as she looks like glints her eyes at Alin for a second and then goes back to eating.
Okay. Twitch is gonna like snarf down a few more bites to finish her meal and go see why Kiva's being not her normal mellow self.
Okay. Everyone else, are you doing anything while this conversation's about to happen?
Jay's just finishing breakfast.
Okay. Dre's, Alin, Squirt?
Same.
Yep.
Same.
Okay. All right. Twitch, you walk outside and you find Kiva kind of like eating her food and probably
She's sitting
pacing.
on she found like a hay bale or something to sit on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There. Kiva's sitting in the corner as you walk in.
Okay. I'll be like, hey Kiva, what's up? Go check on the prisoner. Prisoner's there. It looks normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Prisoner's there.
Walk back and be like, hey, how are you feeling?
Feeling okay. Something wrong?
Yeah, you seem a little bit more on edge than normal. Just wanted to check on you. Call it mother's intuition.
I mean, I feel okay. I'm just not a fan of people dissing on wild animals.
can see why that might be a touchy subject. You weren't feeling that great last night either. Went to bed early.
Yeah, and to be fair, it was kind of exhausting yesterday.
I feel like Kiva's keeping something from me.
I mean, that's a question. Kiva, are you holding something back?
Not that I'm aware of. I'm not trying to.
Okay. No, you don't get the feeling that Kiva is holding anything back. Her answers seem to be a little more curt than usual, but she seems pretty forthright.
Alright, Twitch is just like squinting at you like, I don't really believe this answer, but I don't have a reason to not believe it. Alright, well, if there's anything going on, you know, you can always talk to me.
Thanks.
Alright.
Alright, well, Twitch will go back to the party. It doesn't seem like Kiva wants company.
Nope. Sure doesn't.
Should we bring something out for him? Or just leave him as he is?
He won't starve.
Okay.
Okay. So you head back in, and by that time, everyone's kind of finished their meal. And as everyone finishes their meal, and you guys kind of like start getting up, you hear a small little, and Cray kind of stands up, puts her hands on the table, and pushes herself up away from the table and turns back around to Lynn. So, I know you guys are headed out soon. It would be really nice if you could just tell me what you were talking about yesterday. I feel like you let me out of the loop, and you didn't want to tell me, and you didn't want me to make my own choices, but I would very much appreciate at least knowing.
Didn't you say you were going to ask your teacher?
I did, but I'd prefer not to have to ask him.
Listen, I just want to give you a preface that when it comes to trying to skip over doing all the work of something, usually the end result is not going to be what you want.
Yes, I know. I've learned that the hard way in some instances. I'm just more curious what the, and she puts air quotes, shortcut is.
Can I pull you out? Can I pull you outside for a minute?
Well then,
I mean, sure.
whatever happens next is on you.
All right. She follows you out. Do you head out like outside or to the stalls?
Yeah.
Or, yeah, outside.
Yeah,
Okay.
outside, not away from other people.
Okay, so we'll say like the okay, either the foyer door or like just outside.
Yeah.
She follows you out. Oh, okay. So what is it? What's this shortcut?
So I believe I mentioned being a warlock yesterday. A warlock is a mage who gains their powers from making a deal with a magical being, also known as regret.
As you see her face kind of like in recognition, like, oh, okay. Well, that explains a lot. How does one make a deal with? How does one even find a creature like that? Oh, no, that's no, that's fair. I can understand that.
Mostly because I did it by mistake. And everything kind of exploded. And there was also like a portal or something. I don't know. I got hit on the head really hard.
She looks really confused at you, like, yeah, that sounds not pleasant. But so you didn't have magic before, and then you made the deal, and then you did have magic?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you don't. you don't necessarily learn the spells. Then you're like given the spells.
Exactly.
Oh. Okay. Well, why didn't you lead with that? I don't want that. Alen, roll me an insight check.
Oh boy.
15.
You feel like she's probably not being completely truthful about that, but you're not entirely sure what part.
I feel like just don't fuck up the way I have, okay? The things that you make deals with, they're not. They're usually not worth it. Besides, you already have magic.
Yeah, I do. Well, okay. She seems a little disheartened, kind of like you stomped on something that she had an idea of. And she, oh, okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you at least telling me. Yeah, thank you. And she starts walking back inside.
Yeah, Lynn's gonna go inside too.
Okay. The two of you make your way back inside. What's everyone else doing? You guys getting prepped to leave?
Yep.
Okay. Kiva, I would say by this time you're done with your meal as well. Where do you head?
She's gonna leave her bowl and plate and stuff on the hay bale.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna worry about bringing it back inside.
Nice. Okay. What is
I guess
that?
she'll duck her head back. Wow, that's a loud crackling.
Yeah.
Sorry.
She's gonna duck her head back inside and like look to the group. So when are we gonna get moving? Have we decided yet?
I think we're...
Raising an eyebrow at Kiva being so insistent.
Whenever everyone gets ready, I guess.
Is there a rush for some reason, Kiva?
No, I just thought we've got a lot on our plate, so let's decide something and get going.
I vote we go to the place marked on the map. If it'll only take like a day to get there, it shouldn't be too long before we can get back on task.
Agreed.
All right, well let's go.
Okay.
She's gonna duck back outside.
Okay. Outside or outside stalls?
Well, she didn't fully go inside. She just like peeked through the door to talk to everyone. So
okay.
back out into the field. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Back out to the stall. All right. So back out to the stalls it is. What is everyone else doing?
And now.
All right. If no one say anything, I'm just gonna say that you guys kind of all get up and start getting your stuff ready.
About right.
Kiva's gonna duck back to the door again, probably the other door since there's two.
Yeah.
And ask, oh, hey, also, what are we doing with this guy out here?
Oh, those are windows, but that's fine.
Oh, my bad.
He
Sorry.
might be worth bringing just as a trading piece. Maybe they want him back in exchange for our bard.
So no murder.
No murder.
Unfortunately, the murder was ruled out last session.
Kiva, you hear all of this. Yeah.
All right, I'll get him ready to go.
What is a session?
All right. So, Kiva, you walk over and you're able to kind of pick him up a little bit, get him to his feet, and he doesn't say a whole lot. He looks pretty disheartened. Looks like he did not sleep very well either. And you try to move him, and Kelton's arm goes out to stop him from moving.
I'm just gonna look at Kelton. Really?
He was given specific instructions.
Hold on one second. Wife just got home.
Oh, okay. We'll yeah.
Don't you have like standing orders to listen to us or something? back off.
Yeah, you say that to Kelton, and he just looks at you, just like, and keeps his hand out. He's just like on the guy, and the guy's looking at you like, and he looks at you like, what's going on? Aren't you guys all working together or something?
Yeah, but some of us don't cooperate quite as well with everyone as the rest do. And she's just kind of eyeballing Kelton and is going to walk back to the doorway again.
All right. Yeah. If you say,
Dre's!
I think Dre's stepped away, but if you're telling Dre's, I'm sure Dre's is gonna be like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, and tell Kelton to let him pass.
Okay.
And you can take him out then and get him to the party. Do you take him outside?
Pull out a rope and tie him up a bit first before like his hands behind his back, that kind of thing.
Okay. I think his hands are actually still bound with arcane lock. Actually.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Ooh, his arms must be feeling real bad.
Yeah,
right?
he did not sleep well. But yeah, you're able to pick him up and lead him out. Yeah, he follows you.
Cool. So we probably have like we tied it with a rope and then used arcane lock on the rope.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So I'm assuming there's like some slack on the rope that can be used, like I guess a leash to walk with him.
I would say yeah.
Okay.
I would say that probably, yeah.
Okay, she'll have a hold of that and start walking out of the stable.
Okay. Outside or back?
I'll look back at Kelton. Are you gonna follow, or does Dre's have to tell you that too?
He just stares at you blankly.
Gotcha. Okay. See you soon then.
Yeah.
And then walking out of the stable.
Okay. Are you walking outside though, or back into the common room?
Outside.
Outside. Okay. All right. So everyone else is getting ready to go. Cray wishes you luck in your endeavors. Marticia and even Korga like hand out the web. Have a good one. You know where I'll be. Marticia even like bids you goodbye as you guys all head out. Finally, and I will pull up the big map. Now the moment of truth, as you guys get together and get out of the Wayside Inn. You are standing at basically a crossroads. Three sections of road here: north, south, and west, or east. Sorry. Where do you guys head?
I think we're heading for the green dot.
Yep, we're going on a rescue mission.
So Thundercliffs then.
Sorry, what were the other 2 stars that are not labeled?
Those are points of interest. One is for the dragon, Lamaruntos, and the other one is for the what you had heard was the lighthouse along the western coast.
Okay.
The northern one is supposedly the dragon.
Okay. Cool.
That's further away, not on the way. Was the lighthouse a good thing or a bad thing?
It was not a good thing.
Okay, let's not go there.
Thundercliffs.
Alright, so if nothing else changes, our plan is to go on the rescue mission, then go to spot 18, Dragon Burrow, get all the loot we missed last time, and then head to Neverwinter?
Yeah.
Y'all are
So
never
we're
making it.
doing the Dragon Burrow thing again too?
I didn't think that had ever gone away. But that is why I'm asking.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
I mean, I would prefer to get to Neverwinter sooner, but okay.
I mean, the girls can walk themselves to back to Leland. So ideally, we could go to Neverwinter and then get a Dragon Burrow on the way back.
I just think there's good stuff that we might use in Neverwinter that we'll find at Dragon Ball. Twitch was really itching to explore the crap out of this place for like months now. I don't know how long it's been in game, but
Colin
it's
is
been
very
for a year.
interested in putting off going to Dragon Barrow for as long as possible.
Hey, Einar is alive. And we're
yes,
stronger
it doesn't
now.
negate bad memories.
Well, you could stand outside and keep guard for us. The rest of us can go loot it.
There's a snide remark from the prisoner. Well, it sounds like you guys really know where you're headed. That's great.
I tell Kelton to like knock him aside the head.
Yeah,
Ow!
backhand.
Ow! Mm.
Kiva's also gonna smack him with her staff.
Oh!
Ooh.
Ow!
Should he turn into a rabbit or something when she does that?
Kiva,
I'm not wasting a 4th level spell slot to turn a prisoner into a rabbit.
Aw, sad
That would
face.
definitely give him an easy escape.
Boy, no, I don't know, because Arcane Lock wouldn't be affected by that, so I'm thinking that
Technically, Arcane Lock is on the ropes, not on him.
yeah, but I'm thinking that, whatever, doesn't matter. All hypothetical. Alright,
Not happy.
so yeah, there's a small welt that begins to form, actually, from where Kiva whacked him.
Let's just go. We'll
Where
probably stop here on our way
are you guys going, anyway?
to the Thundercliffs
What do you mean the Thundercliffs? How do you know about the Thundercliffs?
because they're on this map.
Ooh, you know something about the Thundercliffs.
Didn't you
I-
just say that you told us everything you knew?
I shouldn't have told you that.
Kiva like levels her staff at him.
Do you
What
want?
do you know?
We're still at a bar.
I
I was gonna say I want Kelton to like lean his head forward with his mouth kind of open, with without blinking, just stare at him.
okay. Okay, that's a beautiful visual. Thank you. He
I've been
stammers.
watching Attack on Titan. Sorry.
Yeah, he stammers for a moment, just kind of like realizing that he did not mean to say that. Well, oh shit. Look, I shouldn't have said anything, but it since you already know, I mean, what do you know?
It's marked on this map.
I don't know. You tell us what you know, and we'll say which parts of it we know.
Well, if I tell you what I know and you don't know what I know, then I don't want to give out information.
I don't think
Well,
you're gonna argue about that anyways.
Are you really in a position to negotiate with us?
Look.
I'm like,
Jen taps the necklace again.
He looks at you all. He is very clear and concise in his words. I would prefer death to whatever she has in store for me if I tell you.
Well, luckily, whoever she is doesn't have to know.
He being Farallai, right?
Yes.
Well, we're going anyway, so she's
Will
probably
you?
going to end up dead soon.
He just like shakes his head. You will get no help from me.
I would like to. Quick question. So, it's not counted as a aggressive party when you're not in combat, right?
It depends. What are you trying to do?
What you trying to do?
Panache.
You're trying to
You're
what?
gonna try to.
Charm him.
Oh, you're trying to panache.
Mm-hmm.
Into like following you, right?
And to kind of like charming him and using words like, hey, we don't want to do this. Don't make us do this. If you work with us, it will be as painless as possible. And you already saw what we were capable of.
You can roll me a persuasion check, and I'll give you advantage for using
Okay.
panache. But it needs to be super duper high.
Okay.
Enough talking with this clown.
The first one is a 30. And the second one is a 32 with a natural 20.
Oh my god.
Wow.
All right, fine. You want to know about the Thundercliffs? The Thundercliffs are where you all die. There are 100 men or more, and they're ready for just about anything.
100 men.
What
And
sort of
what are they doing there?
Say that again.
And
do you-
what? Sorry.
Do they have the bard?
Look. They weren't taking the bard there. I wasn't fully truthful with you, but I sure as hell am not going to the Thundercliffs.
Where's
They
the
did
bard?
not take the bard to the Thundercliffs. They were taking the bard to the Dreadnought.
Where's
Something
the
about
Dreadnought?
him.
I check.
Go for it. Yeah. He
Same.
he continues. Something about him playing music or singing songs or something to the ship itself. It didn't make sense to me. Kiva, you feel like he's telling you the truth.
Damn.
Jin as well. Yeah.
And what are they doing at the Thundercliffs that require that many people?
Well, I mean, I don't know what they're doing there, but we were told, how many people are there.
Fine, let's just.
What sort of people are there?
Pirates, smugglers, people who have been paid to work for Fairlie.
And you have no idea what her goals are there?
Why would she tell me?
Not even rumors?
Look, we all hear rumors, but if anything is to be believed, it's that the place is a shipping ground, for lack of a better word.
Shipping ground?
Yeah, all of the supplies that we are given come in from that place.
From where?
The Thundercliffs. He's specifying the
Who's giving
Thundercliffs.
you supplies?
The Thundercliffs is the middle point. Where is it coming from to get there?
Purchased from, say, traders. He's like, he can't air quote, but he like, let's say traders.
Enough with this
Pirates.
clown. So if the bard's not there, let's go to Neverwinter since we don't know where the Dreadnought is.
Where's the Dreadnought?
That I do not know. Yeah, he's like, I don't know, and I don't want to know. That ship can. I don't even want to be part of that ship. No, thank you.
Well, we don't know where it is. Damn it.
No, the ship continues to move. How would I know where it's at?
Well, then where did they take the bard to bring him to the Dreadnought?
I don't know. They were supposed to take him to the west, to the coast. But based on how long...
Lighthouse. Let's go to the stupid lighthouse.
But based on how long you guys have been here, I would say you've missed your opportunity.
Fuck it, let's go to Neverwinter, and if we are convincing enough, maybe we can get some allies to go there later instead of just running in ourselves.
To be fair, Neverwinter is also a port. We could probably find out some information about this Dreadnought.
He's like...
Alright, let's get moving.
He's like nodding in his head. He's trying to like... Does not want to go to that place, for it seems.
And we're taking this one with us to Neverwinter, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
She like jabs him in the stomach with the staff as she's indicating.
Oh,
Well,
God.
violent this morning.
Someone insisted on it, so yeah, we're bringing them along.
Well, you could always let me go.
No.
He just gives a
Yeah,
big
right.
smile.
That's a funny one. I didn't know you were a bard too.
Hey, you can't blame me for trying.
Watch me.
Elton snaps his teeth.
If we were to let you go, you'd have to outrun the little one.
What little... Oh.
The one with the sharp sword.
I would take that chance.
Halfway tempted, but no.
Turn her into a T-Rex.
Eva raises an eyebrow.
What's a T-Rex's movement speed?
Right.
Let me check.
What what's the T-Rex's reach? It's the more important part.
Yeah, right. What?
0.
Uh,
Take 0.
I think the most important part is
T-Rex is
what's
50 foot
Squirt's
movement speed.
reaction to all of this.
Who?
What?
What's Squirt's reaction?
Just like almost an evil smile.
It's just like yes.
Yeah.
Enough with
Nice.
this. No one is like snapping his fingers in people's faces.
You're snapping your fingers in people's faces,
Probably.
like just like,
Just
hey
show that.
guys,
Okay,
guys.
let's go. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, gotcha.
That's gonna go over well.
All right, to Neverwinter then.
No,
Never-
Dragon Barrow, then Neverwinter.
Olin's gonna
Dragon
start
Barrel,
walking.
but never went there.
All right, Alin starts
Alright.
walking.
The Dragon Barrow then. Let's go.
All right, you guys make your move. Who's so? Let's start with tactics here. So who's actually moving the prisoner?
Jen would volunteer.
Can't he
Oh, I
walk?
lost Gabe.
Oh, you lost me.
There we go.
Okay. So Jen would volunteer to take the prisoner. Okay. So Jen's taking the prisoner.
I could always carry him.
Can't he walk?
Okay. So
His legs work.
He can walk.
yeah, he can walk. So if Jen's taking the prisoner, who's leading the group down the path towards the Dragon Barrow?
Listen, Twitch will if no one else is taking that lead.
Okay. I'll get one other person. Who else is going with Twitch leading the party?
Me, and
What?
neither of us is happy about it.
Okay.
That
Sound-
works too.
Sounds good. All right. So with Akiva and Dreys and Kelton and Squirt kind of in the we'll say in the back, Jen will be taking the prisoner in the middle, and everyone else leading the charge.
Kiva would be inclined to staying towards the middle as well.
Okay. Yeah, it's not a long band.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys do make fairly decent travel time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sorry.
Okay, so it's roughly 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, roughly 25 miles to the Dragon Barrow, sorry, and it is at some point you do have to veer off the road, which is why I'm going to need Twitch and Alin to roll me survival checks, and you can both roll them with advantage because you guys have at least been to the Dragon Barrow before. You know how to find it where it's at. But you are in unfamiliar land, which is the only reason why I'm making you roll for it.
Twitch is aware.
Yep. Yeah, so both of you kind of like lead the party. You travel up the road for a good several hours, and you finally like look at each other and like, we turn here? Yeah, we turn here. And you veer off the road, and you guys start heading northwest, northeast, east-northeast. I'm going to say directions, all crazy things today. You guys start heading east-northeast towards the Dragon Barrow, and I'll move you guys up here. You kind of cut over and start moving east towards the Dragon Barrow. And I'd like for the two of you to roll me a perception check as you guys get within about 5 miles of it.
Natural's 18. As like what is that called?
Okay,
Passive.
perfect. All right, so we kind of montaged the day. It would have taken you a good portion of the day. You guys probably wouldn't get there towards till like 4 p.m. And as you're coming up to it, within about 5 miles away, you see what looks like a herd of horses traveling south from the northeast. Let me get. They seem to be traveling that way. It looks like just a regular herd of horses, and as you're watching, you guys continue traveling. The horses move past, and then moments later, you see two large odd-looking creatures. They look like a cross between an owl and a bear, headed in the same direction, moving at an approximately the same speed. And it looks like they are chasing that herd of horses.
How far away from us are they?
They're a well away from you guys.
This is how owlers are made.
I'm just gonna say it this way: there's no way that you'd be able to catch them unless you can teleport to them.
Cool.
Well, that's weird.
They're like on the very far edges of your vision, as they're like, you hear it and you kind of like look over and like, oh, that's cool, look at the herd of horses, and then there's like 3 or 4 other large creatures that seem to be chasing. You're like, oh, great.
Well, somebody's going to have a bad day.
Yeah.
Either the horses or the creatures that are about to be kicked in the head.
Right.
One way or another.
So
No, as long as they're not chasing after us.
right. So you see that
They have to eat somehow.
Yeah, you see
Well,
that.
let's keep going.
And you continue on. The clouds overhead begin to gather a little bit. It doesn't really rain, but it does. It's pretty overcast as you kind of make your way closer and closer. And I'd say by about 5:30, 6 p.m., you guys make it to the Dragon Barrow. The mound. Where is the thing here? 1 second. As you walk up from the and this map is a little small, so we're just going to use cardinal directions, and I'm not going to do everyone's tokens unless you really want to. You guys would be making it up from the southwest. So as you guys make your way up, you do see familiar sight of 3 little balls floating in midair, glowing, pulsing with light as you make your way towards. You've encountered these before. You know what they are.
Not all of us have.
Oh, except for Kiva. Kiva, you have not seen. Yeah, Kiva, you have not seen these before. That's right. I forgot.
It's a good thing Kiva wasn't leading us.
Tim, you have another character lined up, right? I'm just kidding. Yeah. So everyone else has seen these before.
Let me double check.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I did.
I'm just messing with you. You guys would all know that these are the Willow Wisps that look harmless until you get close, and then they are not quite so harmless. They do seem to still be alive and kicking because you never killed them. They ran away.
As alive as these things can be, of course.
Right. They don't make any noise, and they don't seem hostile towards you at all as you make your way up. Do you guys continue towards the secret entrance that you know to be the centerpiece?
So what are those?
As we're coming in sight.
No, Kiva asked the party what they are.
I believe they're Willow Wisps. Look pretty, act fairly nasty.
Does Kiva know anything about Willow Wisps?
You can roll me a nature check. If you had your memories, I'd let you roll with advantage, but
Okay.
yeah, you've heard of these before. They are generally docile unless they are frightened or feel like they need to protect something.
But would I recognize them as like undead spirits or something else?
No, you'd probably recognize them as something else, not necessarily undead spirits.
Okay. Cool.
But do you all continue towards them?
I'm gonna be honest, Twitch doesn't fully remember what these things are, so yes.
Does everyone else follow Twitch?
Say, maybe we should just snipe them from back here? Get a head start?
Are they aggressive? I
They
didn't
were
think wolves
last time.
usually were.
I think they
Okay.
attacked us last time. Yeah.
Did we send Edgar away to do the message, or no? Because we ended up going in the right direction.
I think we said no.
Okay.
Okay.
Why don't we send Edgar at them and see if they attack him?
could do that. Because you're the one with a revivable pet.
Fair enough.
Or we could send
That,
something.
that also happens to have really good senses and can turn invisible if needed.
Okay, I get it.
Oh, was that
All
was that something that Kiva said?
Yeah, Kiva said that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I will
If that
tentatively.
conversation was happening in character, Kiva said it.
Okay.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
I will tentatively have Edgar flap up. He's not invisible, and he will go over there.
Did I just hear you say
Oh.
snot noodle?
What? He will
Invisible.
Okay.
stop being invisible. He will fly over there.
It must have cut out. That was
I heard that
hilarious to me. Okay. He flies.
Does
You
our
said
prisoner react to seeing my familiar, who is now no longer a bird?
he does, but Jin, it's more of like a tug, like a push back from you, where he's like, "Oh shit, what is that?" and like that sort of deal. It's not much of a reaction.
Another reason you shouldn't try and piss us off.
Yeah, fine. I've been nice and quiet all day. Don't worry. So Edgar heads over to the tiny floating circles here, where he goes over, and he is invisible.
No, he's not.
He's not invisible. Okay. As he gets, how close does he get? Like, does he try and like go down into the tunnel?
Sure.
Okay. As he gets closer and closer to the tunnel, you kind of recognize that the Willow Wisps seem to be moving in a specific pattern, and as he gets closer to the hole, you see all three converge toward him.
Okay, I'm
just
gonna pull him out.
all at once. You will need to pocket dimension him, or he will be hit.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. You pocket dimension him just in time as 3 lightning bolts fire. They're all like 3 converging on him, and they all fired at him at the same time, and all 3 hit each other. They all hit each other with their own shock, and as soon as they all hit each other, you see like 3 little lightning tendrils like fly out. Edgar poofs out of existence, and all 3 little lightning bolts hit the other Will-O-Wisp, and almost immediately all 3 just also disappear.
Well, that worked out surprisingly well.
They definitely seemed aggressive.
Do we know if they have actually died, or if there's something else going on?
You do not know.
Well,
I will say last time you saw them do this same thing.
Oh, okay. That's what I was trying to remember. They did this last time, so I don't think they're dead.
Alright, do you guys continue towards the hole?
sure.
I think we're stronger now. Let's do this.
Alright.
Should somebody...
Do we want to move stealthily?
Probably.
Alright. I will cast Pass Without a Trace from the staff.
Whoa, okay. Alright. Hope keeping tabs of the charges. If you ever make it to
Pass
the
Without a
end.
Trace does not use a charge.
Oh! Nice. Okay, cool. Even better.
That is the one spell in the staff that does not use a charge.
That is
Specifically
awesome.
calls it out.
So,
Immediately regretting giving you that staff. Alright, so you guys, you see Kivo raise the staff and like tap it onto the ground. And you would notice as you kind of like are moving, as you look behind you, there's no like bent grass or any sort of like damage to the surrounding nature. It seems like as you are taking these steps, nature is like just popping right back up, leaving no trace behind you as you guys move.
So roll stealth.
it leaves no evidence that you had traveled. I think is kind of the way that it words it. It
I
doesn't.
think pass without a trace adds plus 10. Uh-huh.
I'll pull it up.
Okay.
Yeah. I believe
Either
it's
way,
plus 10 as well.
you guys can stealth if you'd like. I'm not even gonna make you roll because the Willow Wisps aren't in, like out of game. They're not up here anymore. So, there are no other creatures. You are hidden. Nice.
Actually,
Okay.
that would be a 41.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, yes. We need to keep using this.
Yeah.
This is great.
Jen's
Just
like,
stealth
guys,
right out
guys,
of the game.
watch me. I go invisible. All right, so you guys are all able to make your way up to the hole. Who goes down the hole first? So let me give the description again. Where are my extra places? Dragon Barrow. It's been so long. All right, as you head up, one of the white rocks on top of the hill is, as you all have been aware, acts as the stone plug embedded in the earth. You guys had initially knocked it over to find this hole. And as you head down into, the hole, it is a spiral staircase, and it is all stone on the interior. This looks to be hand carved into the ground, and as you make your way down the stairs, you can see what looks like 4 different directions that you can choose to travel. You already know the northern direction. You've already been up there. You've already checked the sarcophagus is up there, and killed the creature that was up there.
Should we leave Kelton with our friend here while we go look?
We could.
Or do we want to take him in there with us, or?
There's the
Yeah.
possibility he gets in the way or gets hit.
Yeah,
That's
but
Yeah.
how far out was the owlbears from here?
By this point,
a
I
ways.
don't think he's going to do too much to get in our way. I think he knows better than to do that at this point.
He actually looks at you guys and just like pleading, please don't leave me with him.
No, he's gonna follow you. He's your
Chaperone.
Yeah, but please don't leave
bodyguard.
me with him. All he did was stare at me all night. It was the creepiest thing I've ever experienced in my life.
You're welcome.
Do
I
you
wouldn't
guys?
want to leave him at the top, because even though he knows better than to run from us, he would take a chance if he got the chance. So, bring him down the stairs?
Hold on, I gotta use the bathroom.
Okay, so you take him downstairs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right.
So,
You take him downstairs with everyone else, and as you guys head down the stairs, you realize pretty quickly, everyone without dark vision, you can't see anything. It is pitch black down here. Those of
Oh,
you with
yeah, I
dark vision, you
forgot
have
about
you
this.
have your normal dark vision, I believe, 30 feet or whatever, so you can see shades of darkness, so lighter and darkness, but you see no colors. So as you guys make your way down, unless someone lights a torch, anyone without dark vision, you are considered blind.
I'd like to use produce flame, but I want to ask you: is it possible she can? I know that this is not normally how the cantrip works, but can she have the flame appear like in the crook of the staff?
Yeah, oh yeah, that's
Okay.
yeah. I like that. That's a good flavor saver.
You do it, and then all of a sudden the staff burns.
Right.
Goes and turns to ash.
Yeah, right.
It's
Yeah,
just like
so
floating suspended in the crook of the staff.
I love it. That's awesome. So yeah, Kiva lights up, like once again just taps the staff on the ground, and it lights up towards the top of it with a little cylindrical ball of fire that seems to be producing flame and smoke and heat, but not burning the staff and not catching anything else on fire.
Yep.
And it does produce. What's the light range on it?
Hang on.
Is it 10 feet?
Hang on. Yep. 10 and 10.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys can. Those of you without dark vision, you guys can see 20 feet out okay. You can see 10 feet out pretty good. Normal vision. Anything past 10 feet cannot see great.
You
So
also pull up the drift globe.
yeah. Oh, you also pull out the drift globe? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Wait, I thought that died.
You got a replacement one, right? For
Yeah.
the trolls?
Did we really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow. Such a generous DM.
I didn't put that there. It was there. The trolls had it. So, Kiva also in her other hand. So both hands are being used currently. Kiva, you have your drift globe that you activate as well, which I believe floats
Gonna let the
behind
drift
you.
globe float
Yeah.
behind her.
Okay. So you guys have pretty decent light at this point from Kiva, who's just kind of taking charge of things. And as you guys are at the base of the stairs, kind of looking around, you do notice that the tunnels are only about 7 feet wide. They are fairly tall, about 8-ish feet, if I remember right. I remember Einar had to kind of like duck in some places. But they're definitely big enough for you guys to travel. Where are you guys headed?
Let's double check the area we already had the battle in as a starting point.
Okay. All right.
Lead the way, guys.
All right. So who's leading?
Twitch.
Who else is behind Twitch?
Dre's would go.
Okay.
He was gonna stay in the middle with all the light.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jen would stay near the back behind Kiva and close to the dude.
Okay. That works.
Alin looks noticeably not happy, and he is also probably next to Jin.
Okay. Hey, real quick, Alen, would you like to roll a Constitution saving throw for
What?
bad memories?
Sure, 1 second.
Okay. I'm not asking you to. If you think Alen would need to, is what I was asking.
No, I like that.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have Alen roll a Constitution saving throw. You guys head up north, and you would. Let me grab this. You would find a. Oh, I did not put that in the right spot. I'm gonna have a terrible time building that. That's great. Okay. As you make your way up north, you would recall some of the fears and things that have happened here where Einar died, and you brought him back. You do still find the trap that you all had to walk around to the north. There are 2 open sarcophaguses, both contain nothing inside of them, and a large dragon skull at the very back of the cavern. All is quiet. It is
Can I
very
roll investigation to check all this stuff again?
absolutely, yeah. Go ahead and roll investigation check. Anyone else can roll an investigation check. You guys are able to move past the now disarmed trap with relative ease. It's kind of like a tight squeeze, but you guys are able to do that. And let's see. So, all right. Did I miss? Alin, did you roll the con
I don't
save?
know why it's not doing the thing for my sheet. Like,
Yeah, it did that before, Jen.
The Constitution saving throw? Well, that's not good.
Yeah, you guys. Okay, well that's fine. We can kind of play that up a little bit. It's not anything like terrible, but okay. So yeah, as you guys look around, you do see remnants of your battle here. Dre's, you specifically notice that there are no other footprints or markings of any kind other than the ones you guys had left yourself almost a year and a half ago. I think at this point.
Yeah, at least a year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was about a year and a half at this point.
Yeah, because we were in the Feywild for a year.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, it looks like this place has been relatively untouched, unscathed. Apparently, the Willow Wisps do a good job of, I guess, defending. Maybe, who knows? Warding off would-be grave robbers, I guess.
I'll bring it up. It's like, all right, so like, no one's been here besides us. Like, this is us.
thinking, it looks like it's been quite some time since anyone was in here.
Yep. And as you guys kind of look around, with the light shining on, you kind of look back and everyone sees Alin's face, and there's just like he's frozen in he's got this look on his face, just like he's recalling a terrible, terrible memory, and he just seems to be frozen for a moment. And Alin, you are recounting Einar's death at this very moment.
I need some air. I'm gonna turn around and go back outside.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fine.
He looks at everyone else and is like, "Okay, what was that about?"
Last time we were in here, Einar died as a result of,
Oh, that was here. Okay, gotcha.
No, that is not your seat. That is my seat. Kitty cat.
She deserves the seat.
Cat burglar of chairs.
Yeah. Screaming to get inside, and as soon as I let him inside, jumps in my chair.
He deserves it.
Yes. All right. So Alin heads back up to the top, and as you guys are recounting the story, and Alin, I'll let you go ahead and you can roll another con save with advantage this time as you make your way back up to the top and kind of like recenter yourself, kind of steal your emotions. Everyone else inside, while Alin is doing that, where do you guys head?
I forgot this about this place, but apparently it's well protected by traps and stuff, in addition to, the willow things outside. So, just be careful where you step, guys, okay?
You can let the prisoner go first.
What? Whoa, what?
I mean, I would vote no, because we still need him.
Yeah, I'm with him.
I have a collapsible pole that I constantly forget to use.
Which I think this was the last place it got used.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Jim brings out the collapsible pole.
All right.
He
So
just kind of looks at it. How long have you had that?
A while, but it was buried under my other stuff, and I've been meaning to use it more, but we haven't really been in a place with lots of traps where I've needed it, so...
Okay. Well, lead the way then, I guess.
The Jinn will do so. And
okay.
I think we were going back to the area we were last time first.
Okay. So for my reference, to the east, west, or south, left, right, or down.
The north.
You guys were already up there.
Where we just were.
Yeah, we just checked all the way.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I missed something. Jin would do Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, and then go east.
Okay. You head right. Oh, let me get my notes here. And as you guys head back towards the stair direction, yeah, as you head back towards the stair direction, you see Alin walking much more calmly back down. He seems to regained his senses. And Alin, you follow the rest of the group. Jen, are you walking with the collapsing pole out in front of you, or how are you checking for
out
traps?
Out in front of me, tapping the ground every 5 feet.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a investigation or perception. I'm going to say investigation with advantage.
Okay.
Hey, that one
Not
worked.
great.
Wow. With
What's
advantage.
perception?
Wow. Holy cow.
I do not have a bonus on that skill.
I'm still going to add, just because that is insane, I'm going to go ahead and still add a 3 to that. Just a +3, because you're using a pole of collapsing, which is well outside of the... Yeah. So as you head east, head to the right side, and everyone's kind of following along. Where is...
Jen would also ask everyone to follow a few feet behind, just in case something happens.
Yep.
Because Jen would know they have a better chance of missing anything than some of their party members.
Avoiding potential harm if a trap is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, as you make your way through here, you don't find any trap whatsoever. We're gonna say that you kind of like this route and then come down here, not taking the longer route and going down. So you don't find any traps, and as you enter the room, let me read the description. As you enter the room, you see 2 sealed stone sarcophagi resting along the alcoves dug into the south wall here. Each of these sarcophaguses seem to have a placard in front of them, and as you guys get closer, if you do, you would read on the placard on the right side, so the far east wall, reads Noah Scape, comma, he always felt trapped.
Puns.
What was that again? Noah what?
In the chat. Noah Scape.
Okay.
Yeah, Noah Scape. Yeah, there we go.
This is like the equivalent of those party Halloween tombstones.
Yes, I actually looked these up so I could find some funny ones. Yeah.
Google
Yep.
Party City Halloween tombstones.
Right. So that one says that. The other one says the other one reads Chris P. Bacon, comma, fried to death.
Other one was funnier.
Electrified to death?
Fried to death.
Fried to death? Oh, okay. So he met the Talos as well.
Yeah, crispy bacon, fried to death.
Gotcha.
And that is basically all you find in here. This looks like a small alcove room that seems to have 2 sarcophagi in there. The only other thing that you find is on the far right wall. I'm sorry, on your right, so the far left wall, the west wall. You would see what looks like a small, maybe 2-foot tunnel that leads into the darkness.
So can we pop the sarcophagi open and check it out? Hello?
Yeah, are you guys opening it?
I mean, I'm sure they won't argue. If they
let's do it.
Jen will be for it. Jen's not about grave robbing.
All right.
But Jen would look over to the less neutral to evil side of the party.
Yeah, eyeballing Kiva.
Oh, Kiva said she was fine with it.
Kiva just said they're not gonna argue, and if they do, they probably need to be put down anyways.
Oh, let's not project that in
Put
this.
this bad boy up.
Alright.
Okay, let's do it. Who's the strongest in the party?
Not me.
Squirt?
Well, Squirt, do you want to open it? Yeah, Squirt, do you want to open it? And if so, do you open it? And if you do, who is standing by Squirt?
Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, can Twitch check it for traps before we open it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah, absolutely.
What do I roll? Investigation?
You can roll me an investigation, yeah.
Or perception?
Or perception. I'll allow either.
You know I'm always going to take that +8.
All right. Yeah, looking at the sarcophagus is, you kind of like look around, feel the edges. You don't see anything on the outside that shows a trap, and there don't seem to be any lever or latches from the outside that you can see that are visible to your eye. Twitch, roll me an insight check.
Cool, great. Okay, that was decent.
Twitch, as you're looking over this, you get an uneasy feeling around this tomb. The one, which one are you guys opening? The one on the right or the left?
No
East?
escape.
No escape. All right, so the far east one. Okay. Yeah, you kind of get like an uneasy feeling as you're like looking around. Like you feel like there should be a trap, but you don't see one.
Yeah, I'm gonna relay. You know, this is really odd. This should definitely have a trap we need to disable, but there isn't one.
Should we
So,
Does anyone have mage hands?
right?
Should we check if there might be a magical trap?
Might be a good idea for those of you who actually know what they're doing in that area.
Kiva's gonna look at Drace. You or me?
I don't think I'm ready. I think I have that with me today. Oh, Arcana, just for check. I can check, but I can't dispel.
I was talking about detect magic first, but
Yeah, hold on. I don't even think I have that set up.
Yikes.
Unless it's ritual.
it is. Detect magic is a ritual spell.
Yeah. If we want to wait 11 minutes, I can by all means do it for free. Actually, 10 minutes and 6 seconds.
This is gonna add up with all the things we want to investigate. But this is probably one
To
of
be,
those
to be
instances
fair,
where
it's a concentration spell, so it does last a little while.
Yeah.
Oh, so once he casts it, he can use it
Yeah.
on multiple objects?
Yep.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Detect magic affects his senses. It doesn't affect a particular target.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and start casting or ritual casting it.
Okay. You guys wait 10 minutes.
You know what? Actually, I lie. You know what? It's a first level spell. I'll go ahead and waste the spell slot on it for this time.
Okay. All right. You cast detect magic, and as you release the spell, you do in fact see deep, dark, glowing green coming from what looks like inside the coffin, inside the sarcophagus.
Would Draze, of all people, recognize what school of magic that is?
It definitely seems to be necrotic.
Ooh, you just see him hop up and down. It's like, oh, I want to open it. I want to open it.
I'm guessing it is somehow magical. Although
Yes.
that also means maybe something better inside. People don't protect things that aren't worth it.
Draze, would a normal person want to open this, or do you just want to open it?
Am I normal?
No.
No.
That's why
Yes.
she's
Then I think-
asking for clarification.
And I think you answered the question.
All right. So
It's fine, we can let him do it.
who's
I
opening
can
the...
attempt to dispel it if we want.
You can do that if you wish.
Draze.
It's probably not a good thing.
Yeah,
Let's
Draze.
just say that.
Draze, if you look over, and kind of like look over at the other sarcophagus, there's an exact duplicate, same dark green glowing coming from that one as well.
I believe, guys. I believe every sarcophagus we open in here is it's got some necromancy attached to it. There might be an undead behind it. No, that was a different area. I was gonna say, did I use skeleton bodies here?
I don't think
No, I
so.
believe-
I don't remember.
I don't know if you had that yet.
I think
Did we have a fight here? I couldn't remember.
We definitely had a fight, but I don't think you were that high level.
I think the first time you used it was in Cryovian's lair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That sounds about right.
Yeah, I remember using opening up sarcophagus to
Yep.
get skeletons.
That was it.
That's it. Okay, then yeah, you can if this is a magical trap kind of deal, then probably best to dispel it.
How many times
Well-
did you dispel it?
Not all that often. It's not a simple spell.
Well, if there's two in here, might want to do one, and then we'll take whatever we can from the other.
Here's an idea. You said it looked like it was coming from behind it. Yes. Probably undead. Have somebody ready to stab down and have somebody else open it up. Just get some ready attacks out of the way.
Yeah, because Dispel Magic wouldn't undo that, would it?
That's why I said I could try it. I don't know what
Yeah.
sort of effect it might have.
Let's just open up the first one and see what happens, and then we'll figure it out from the next one.
You had that idea about the skeleton. That sounds pretty good. Can we do that now?
So, what?
Using skeletons to open them?
We're not using Kelton.
Oh, don't you have skeletons?
Not with him.
He hasn't
No,
had any cooking for a while.
No, we buried them. We buried them. Yeah, I had some. We took them out. I had zombies. We took them out and we buried them.
Because people were freaking out.
All right, so
But if we kill this one, I might.
Yeah, depending on what this is. Maybe for the next
Yeah.
one.
Exactly.
At least until we get into Neverwinter. Which
So,
I don't advise.
I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
all right, so
Jim's going to stand.
Kiva's gonna try to produce flame.
Jim is going to stand back against the opposite wall and ready a dagger for throwing.
okay.
Oh, you're not going to do this stab thing you just came up with?
I mean, I could do it if no one else wants to get above it.
I'm going to.
If something comes out.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand to try to open it.
Jin will sigh and get closer and pull out their magic dagger to stab with.
Okay. So, what is the range of where everyone's standing at? Just so I know kind of where you guys are at.
I'm at the back of the room.
Okay.
Jin would be like, wait.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you're stabbing something from there, but.
Like.
Okay, you're next to it. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Right, I thought we were doing the one on the right hand.
You are, but that's fine. I got it. Ooh. There we go. Oh, I can make it smaller.
Did the token not save?
That's the token.
Didn't put it on there yet, but I don't have it.
Oh,
saved.
I tried to put it on there. Just don't worry about it. I'll have to do that later. All right, so Squirt and Kiva, where the two are you standing?
I need to zoom in.
Yeah. Let's zoom in here. And where is the prisoner? Is he towards the back of the room as well?
Yeah, I would say he's back towards like the corridor. He's probably in the middle with Kelton behind him. The right corridor.
Oh, okay. So he's like over here. All right, just for now.
Is that the prisoner?
Oh God. Yeah, that was the prisoner.
Okay, I'd say him there, Kelton right behind him.
Okay.
I was trying. Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, that was a good spot for Kiva, right where you had it, right there.
Yeah, why is Trick now closer? I was pretty clear about where I was putting.
Oh well, yeah. You guys move. I'm just trying to put the pieces on the board here. You guys move your pieces. All right. So and then Dre's is opening.
How big are the squares, by the way?
5 feet.
5 feet.
No.
Okay.
Trace is not opening. He is mage handing this thing.
You find out pretty quickly upon using Mage Hand that Mage Hand is not strong enough to open this.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's
I had a feeling. Okay.
Come within range
Misty
with
Step
me.
Misty Step is in prepare.
So wait, the squishy wizard is the one opening the sarcophagus?
Apparently.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Can I just
Squirt.
open it?
Squirt. Are you standing back?
Sounds like
Sounds like Squirt's opening.
Hang on. Let Squirt speak. Squirt, where are you standing?
I was just gonna go open it.
Oh, okay. So, Dre's, you don't have to open it. Squirt's willing to open it. All right. I don't know where you're standing back there. Okay. All right. So, Squirt, go ahead and roll me a strength check. This might be all for naught. It is all for naught. As Squirt attempts to lift the sarcophagus, you can see her kind of struggling, and you kind of get the sense that she is not quite able to lift this as much. It kind of looks like she's at a weird angle where her sword is somehow like hampering her lifting this, like attached to her body. And Jen, you're able to help if you'd like to open this.
Jen will try and help with the arm that's not holding the dagger.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a strength check with disadvantage, and we'll add that to Squirt's strength.
Okay. Shit.
That is
LOL.
that is just high enough. And as the two of you working
Welcome,
together lift the sarcophagus, I need for, based on this map, Squirt, Jin, and Kiva to make me Constitution saving throws. As Dre's, you would see the same dark green color exudes from the sarcophagus the moment it cracks. Just you hear this, and dark green mist just rolls into the onto the ground and fills up a 10 by 10 foot area. All of you, oh man, you all fail. Oh.
This is going poorly.
Yeah, you guys are having a rough time. All four of you take 14 points of poison damage, all three of you are take 14 points of poison damage, and all three of you are now poisoned. As the coffin lifts up, and the poisonous vapors seem to evaporate out of nowhere. And those of you close to it, you would have seen a dark green shimmer from inside as a rune was set off.
Shit.
And as you flip the coffin open, you see nothing inside. No body, no remains of any kind. This seems to be a fake sarcophagus.
Fuck.
Well, that was point.
I don't feel so good. Oh shit.
Agreed.
This is shit. Who just like puts coffins without anything in them?
People
I
who kill
would.
dragon barrows.
Still.
All right, so we know to just try to dispel the next one.
All right. So, how are y'all feeling about opening the next one?
There is not going to be a next one.
Yes, there is. Kiva, to the coffin.
Do it as a T-Rex.
I don't think a T-Rex would fit in here very well.
Let's just move to the next room, please. I'm not
Okay.
sitting over the coffin again.
How about this? Someone watch the prisoner.
Okay.
Alright.
Watching.
Yeah, and then yes, because he is immune to poison.
Kelton is.
Oh wait, I have my poison resistance.
Oh yeah, you'd have taken half of that. Yep, you'd have taken half of that. And you all. Thank you for reminding me. Actually, you all would have seen Jin with his vestments on. A bright green glow would have glowed up from the outer edges from underneath his skin as it lit up, absorbing half of that damage.
Wait, what? What is Jin wearing?
Oh, we've seen this before.
Yep, you've seen it once before at Inaviran when he received the tattoo.
Okay.
Yeah, so
About
Jin.
a year ago.
Yep, Jin, you took half that damage, so 7 points of damage.
Okay.
All right, Dreys. So you were having Kelton open.
Yes.
Okay. Have Kelton roll me a strength check.
Yeah, I gotta open up this thing. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Just roll a d20. We'll see if it's just higher than a 12, or a 12 or higher. If it's not, then you'll have to look it up.
I also get advantage on con save against being poisoned, so should I go ahead and roll again?
We'll do it for the next time, if there's a next time. But you've kind of already done the thing. Yeah. So Kelton like walks up there nonchalantly, and you see Kelton not struggle whatsoever.
He cracks his knuckles.
Yeah, just like. And he walks up, puts his fingers, like, you see him jam his fingers that would normally really hurt someone. He just, like, boom, and you see him, whoop, and flips it back, and the lid flops open, and once again, poisonous vapors spew into the room in a 10 by 10 foot cube, filling up the whole left side, and Kelton seems to be unfazed by all of this. You all, this time, because of the way Kelton opened up, see the rune discharge. Just a bright green rune just discharges, and vapor oozes out from that rune across the room and into the floor and up in the air, and it dissipates. And once again, as you look over in that, there is no body.
So clearly they're all fake.
Maybe not all of them, but we have Kelton. Kelton can just do the rest.
And Kelton doesn't look like he's taken any damage.
Correct. He did not breathe any of that in.
Twitch just looks over and Dreys is like, "You've been keeping this out from us, like, as a secret?"
Do y'all not know how skeletons work? Have you ever tried to poison a skeleton?
No, can't say I have. That's not really my area of expertise.
Dead things are very hard to poison.
Like, there's no
Is there a
blood.
story behind that? I mean, most people would think dead things also don't move, so I had no idea.
Well, think of it this way: there's no blood to get into his system, and there's no breathing for him to breathe in.
Prisoner
We
has
now
no
know this.
access.
Perfect. So he's gonna open all these, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Alen and Twitch, because the two of you are closest to the prisoner, you would hear like mutterings almost under his breath, like, "Oh my god, I thought there was something weird about that guy."
Oh damn.
That makes so much more sense now. Shit.
Twitch is gonna say something like, "Yeah, the no blinking didn't give it away."
No, it didn't. I was a little preoccupied with my arms behind my back all night. Thank you.
Oh, you are most welcome. His
Alright.
arms are still behind his back, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Cool.
Question.
Just wander
yes.
over here and take a closer look at that little tunnel.
Okay.
I was going to say, did we notice that?
Yeah, you definitely notice that as you make your way over towards that tunnel. Let me make sure I read the right thing here. Where is the that one. It looks to be only about 2 feet wide, and you can't really see too far into it. Even with the light, you can see that it goes down and then it curves off to the right, and you can't see anything past that point. So you can see that it goes down about 5 feet straight back into the rock wall, and then it curves off to the right, and you can't see anything past that. Someone would have to crawl into the tunnel.
Okay, so how tall is the tunnel? Is it just 2 feet all around, or?
Well, no, the book description gives a 2 feet wide tunnel. So I would say, yeah, it's like, I would say it's probably like 2 feet wide by like 3.5 feet tall. Like, you'll have to crawl through it.
Oh man, can we just send Edgar in there? Twitch is like volunteering Edgar for everything now.
I mean, that seems like a good course of action.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, that's what we did in Inaviran, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. So you send Edgar in?
Sure.
Okay. Edgar easily enough. Edgar kind of like crawls in and goes in and looks through the tunnel. And as he makes his way about halfway, he sees what looks like... well, actually, I need you to roll me a perception check for Edgar, because there's a possibility because he's... Oh, no, he's tiny. He'd still have to crawl, though. Yeah, so roll me a perception check for Edgar. Because he wouldn't be able to fly, he'd still have to walk.
Yeah, he do a little hop.
Yeah.
Or a walk, I guess, because he's an imp form.
A whack.
Oh yeah, Twitch wanted to whisper to the guy like.
It's perception,
Not a
right?
raven either.
Is it perception?
Yeah, perception.
Okay.
Twitch, you whisper to the guy what?
It's not a raven either. Looking at Edgar.
Yeah.
But if Edgar's already not in raven form, then that kind of ruins it.
God damn it!
Oh man.
Wow.
As
Edgar seems really distracted.
Edgar is kind of like looking around, like looking for everything, looking at the ceiling, like looking around as he's walking, just trying to make sure that he's not missing anything. And as he walks in, Alin, you kind of hear in your mind, oh shit, as you all hear a loud click, and then followed by the sound of crumbling boulders, and Edgar takes 15 points of bludgeoning damage, and the tunnel collapses. He is trapped
that
unless he died, or you can pocket him back.
Huh?
He is trapped until you pocket him back, or if he died.
I will pull him. Is he dead? How much damage did he take?
15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay. Yeah. The whole tunnel collapses
10 hit
on him.
points.
Dang. Okay. Yeah. So the whole tunnel collapses on him, and the last thing you hear in your mind, Alin, you just hear like, "Oh shit," as you right before the boulders fall, and there's a loud as the rocks come tumbling out of this 2-foot tunnel, dust spewing into the room.
Well, I guess that didn't go so well.
No.
There's
well,
another
time to
way around.
possibly maybe the south. Let's head there and see.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
You guys head south.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and use Owlbear's new feature where I can grab everyone's token all at once and move everyone's token.
What?
Magic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But isn't Jen still leading the way with the stick, and we're checking for traps?
That's
yada,
a-
yada?
That's a good question. Yep. Okay, so
Yep.
Jin, roll me another investigation check.
And again,
With
we'll
advantage.
tell everyone to be a few feet behind me.
Okay. All right, and I'll go ahead and we'll empty this room, and I'm just going to save myself some time, and we'll empty that room as well. All right, so Owlbear is kind of freaking out here. All right, so Jen leading the way with a much better roll this time. Just before you enter this, what looks to be an opening, you can see what looks like almost animal bones further back. You can see dust has kind of spewed into this side from where you're at. There seems to be an unsettled amount of air. And you can kind of see what look like animal bones towards the back. And as you get up closer, tapping the stick to the ground, all of a sudden your stick goes through the ground. And you can see what looks like a 10-foot drop into spikes. Very much so another trap.
Well, don't step here.
And you all can make your way past that trap now that it has been detected. And I'm going to just say, for brevity's sake, disarmed as well. And you guys make your way into the room, and we're going to... Oof. Really love this feature. All right.
Yeah.
That is pretty awesome. All right, so as you make your way into this room, there are two things of note as you look around. One, there's what seems to be a potion of what looks like almost bluish green liquid inside, and you can kind of see that the liquid seems to be in the form of waves, almost as if wind is pushing it across, as if wind is pushing across the top of the, creating waves, water friction. The other thing that you see as you all enter is the animal bones begin to take shape and start coalescing into what looks like a skeletal horse.
Ooh.
What?
And
a pawn the pelt horse.
and as the bones kind of like come together, clinking and crutching, and form this horse, you can kind of see two dust trails as the horse kind of blows out, and it looks over the lot of you. Does anyone approach the horse?
I do.
Is it attacking us?
It's not attacking you. All right, so the horse is towards the back. Draze, you walk towards the back, and you are able to pick up that potion if you'd like. As you...
Oh.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say I would pick it up, yeah.
Okay.
Where did we see the potion?
It was in the back of the room by the animal bones.
Just like sitting on the ground?
Yep, just sitting on the ground. Just chilling.
Okay.
And Draze, as you approach the horse pauses for a moment as if it's trying to gauge you, and then you see it just like bow its head real quick and nod back up at you. It seems friendly.
Oh, I do a whole like royal bow to it.
It doesn't make any noise, but if it could, you're pretty certain it would be like whinnying, because it spins in a circle and walks up to you and tries to nuzzle you with its bones.
Horse friend.
I will scratch it. Like just fingernail against bone. Scratch.
All right. So, Draze, you now have a brand new friend and a potion bottle that you don't know. But that is it that's in this room. It seems to be a very odd room. Looks to be laid resting place for the horse of the lady Alagondar. This seems to be her skeletal remains of a horse.
I'll look over to Kiva. It's like this is a long shot. Can you talk to it?
DM over here just...
Kiva looks exactly like the GIF in the meme channel. I don't know.
Can you say the name of the horse again, or the bones, or whatever?
It was... You're pretty certain, because this is Lady Alagondar's tomb, that this is probably her horse.
How do we know that it's Lady Alagondar's tomb?
It's just an assumption that your characters would probably make.
Okay.
Because she was the dragon slayer, the whole reason the dragon burrow and everything.
Yeah.
So.
She's the whole reason this burrow exists.
Yep.
How much of the dots is Twitch connecting to this? Just wondering.
Roll me a intelligence or wisdom check. You working on the roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we're going with intelligence.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to kind of piece things together. This is her tomb. It would make sense that it would be her horse.
Okay. I know. I was thinking more of the connection between like Alagondar. Isn't that connected with Neverwinter?
Yeah, actually. Yeah, you could absolutely kind of put the pieces together.
Okay. And that we got the sword from here previously.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yep. You're kind of putting two and together.
Notice the sword?
The horse does not care about the sword because it is dead. But no,
I was looking at the horse, maybe like, oh yeah, that's the first sort of person I knew.
Yeah. So that is it that's in this room. Do you guys go check out the other one?
Are we just going to have a skeleton horse following?
Yes.
We'll go ahead and expend one charge from the staff to cast Speak with Animals. Just to see.
You know what? Kiva, roll me a really high Arcana check.
Oh
Because
boy.
I want its name.
I don't necessarily want this to work, but I gotta at least, kind of give you the. No, it doesn't. You cast speak with animals, and you have a moment where you feel like you make a connection with the horse, and as you go to say something, you feel the connection just snap, and you lose the connection. You might be able to do it, but it would take some practice and probably several attempts.
Okay. You want to? I look at it and be like, you want to come with us?
Doesn't obviously no lips, but yeah, it nods its head just like.
Nightmare's going to be taking a break for a while, guys.
Kiva still looks really concerned.
I look like, sure, this is where my life is going.
Jen turns towards their captive
Sure,
and says, "Hey, that makes maybe a mount for a friend here while we're going to Neverwinter."
God, what is wrong with you people?
Skeletal horse.
Okay, you guys know the thing in Breath of the Wild, like you can catch skeleton horses, but you can't register them. It's gonna be like that at every town we go to.
I've never played Breath of the Wild. I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's fine.
But go ahead, Gabe.
I was going to say,
I was going to say something.
The prisoner just like, what is wrong with you people? Go ahead.
I look over.
So
Hi,
much.
I'm a necromancer.
Here, I'll post it in the memes channel. I'll
Okay.
post the scene.
All right. So are you guys staying here? Are you investigating or figuring out what the bottle is, or are you headed to the other room?
Oh, we can. Oh, yeah, we are taking that horse switch. But no. I want to. I'll pocket the potion for right this moment. But I will also look at it and be like, well, I don't know what your name is, but then I'll bring Kelton up beside me. This is our friend Kelton, and would you mind if you follow him? And so I'll ask for someone for some rope. Anyone rope something, you guys? I don't think I have mine. Was it mine that was used?
I think so. You cast Arcane
No,
Lock
the
on it.
the bar provided the rope for the prisoner.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well then I will pull out my rope and create I'll tie it around its bony neck and hand it to Kelton. The other end to Kelton.
Okay. Yeah,
I'll ask again. We're sure we want to walk into Neverwinter with a skeletal horse.
I mean, maybe we won't walk into with it and I can leave it out somewhere, or we can figure something out. If nothing else, I will teleport it back to town.
And Twitch is going to say Neverwinter will
Back
be
to
very
Leyland, where they've already told you they don't like the necromancy.
Yeah.
They said they were
Hang on.
okay with it.
Twitch, what did you say?
Twitch is going to say that Neverwinter is going to be very happy to have its steed back in town.
Shut up.
Say what?
This will give us more access to the city than anything else.
No,
Besides
it will
maybe
not.
that sword that Squirt has.
What do you mean by
Twitch,
that?
you would also recognize that there's no way to distinguish that this horse is the horse that you know it is.
Look, she said.
But- She said,
Okay. All right.
But before the end of the night, maybe I will send it back to our town.
So then the town
You're
attacks
gonna like
it.
this either.
The town has been okay with my workings, and they're okay with the undead. From after our little war, they have been okay with the situation as far as it has seemed.
I'm gonna ask you.
There's a difference between tolerating and being okay with.
I'm gonna
Yes,
ask.
but this is a horse.
As the
A
DM,
skeletal
hang on.
horse.
Sorry, Gabe.
As the DM, I need to ask a logistical question here. Dre's, you know where the teleportation circle is inside of your house. Is there enough room for the horse to get out of the house?
If not, we will dig a hole out.
I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
You're
I
right.
mean, now-
You are correct. But if all else fails, we'll dig a hole and create a cellar door.
Okay.
And this would make sure that the townsfolk don't freak out because it'll be in our house.
It's true.
It's true.
Right.
And
The
the
circle is actually in the cellar, right? Yeah, it's in the cellar, and it wouldn't be able to get out of the cellar, so
Yep.
that's fair.
Okay. All right. Cool.
We'll protect the basement until we return.
I'm just over here all the whole time tonight. Just. Yes,
You've given me
Mudseller.
a new pet, Gabe. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Well, I didn't give it. This is actually in the module, believe it or not.
Oh, that's awesome.
Report?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's actually in the module. Nice.
This is amazing.
Okay,
But
so
this horse is already adjusted to dark, tight spaces.
yeah.
Yep.
All right, you guys continue on to the other room.
Do that to you.
All right. So the vial. Has anyone checked that out?
Not yet.
Yep.
It's going to take us. It would take me at least 11 minutes to figure that out.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, unless we want Alin to just randomly chug it again.
I mean,
Nope.
Yes.
This score.
Like,
Yes.
No.
I think everyone's looking at
We
Lynn.
can check on that when we're out of the tomb, too.
Yeah.
Let's go check the last room.
Okay. You guys all head to the last room here, and
Ooh.
as you guys all head to the last room,
Oh gosh.
yeah.
Still checking for
yeah.
traps.
Jen, go ahead and roll me with advantage another trap check.
Oh well, that actually worked almost perfectly.
Oh my god!
Holy crap! Okay, you guys did.
Wow.
you guys
the odds
did-
of that are very low.
You guys did
Whoa.
not roll.
No kidding!
Wow, that is
The game
unfortunate.
does not.
rolling.
The dice gods have voted no.
The dice gods have voted that you all are going to fall into at least one of these traps. We're gonna do it this way, Jen. Because you rolled a nat one. You're tapping the sticks on the ground, and just like the other one, you're like tapping and walking, and all of a sudden the stick kind of goes through the ground. You're like, and as you turn to tell everyone else, you're like, "Hey guys, I found another one." As you turn to tell them, you feel the ground kind of rumble a little bit, and you look down just in time to see the ground crumbling towards your feet, and you fall down into this trap as well, sliding down towards the what
Get
looked to
dex
be
save?
yeah, it will
Turn
be a sliding down a 10-foot deep pit into the dugout earth. There are rows of rusty, sharp swords embedded into the floor, and you are going to need to make me a. Oh, no, there is no dex save. Sorry. 1d6, 6. Wow. Okay. Give me 1 second. I have to roll 3 d6s separately.
I know a website that'll let you do that.
Oh, do you? Do you? All right.
Mhm.
So, you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, but you slide into 2 different swords, taking. And again, this is in the book. Not 16. Good God. Okay, so not too
Alright,
bad.
cool.
They're rusty swords. As they
Can-
hit you, they kind of shatter a little bit and break.
Could I flavor this a little?
Yeah, I mean you're still gonna take 4 points of piercing
Yeah.
damage and 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah. But mainly as a justification of why Jin did not take even more. I want to say, as Jin is sliding down, thinking and probably saying, fuck, they reach their hand out and just use their shapeshifting to kind of slow their momentum, taking less than they would have.
For flavor, sure.
Yeah. I told you, I'm gonna try and come up with flavor to use more changeling stuff.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Jin like grows another appendage out from the back of him as he's sliding down, and the hand just like grabs onto the dirt and just like drags behind him as he's sliding down into these. And Jin, I need for you to roll me a. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so.
I was thinking more like just make their already existing hands bigger and like with claws or something. Because I don't think changelings can grow.
I'm just. It's for flavor. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So you guys are able to help Jin get out eventually, and as you look around the room, you see what look like 4 sarcophagi. And I'm going to go ahead and just post this, and then I'll read it. As you're looking over, each one of the sarcophagi, just like the other one, has placards in front of them, but this is not necessarily quite so fanciful as the other one.
And is Dre still has his
Horse.
detect project? What was it?
It's probably been more than 10 minutes at this point.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so if y'all wait, I will ritual cast it, but I'm assuming it's going to be the same situation. But yeah, I'll ritual cast.
Okay.
We could just have Kelton open it.
Yeah, well, as you guys, well, hang on. Okay, yeah. So Dre's is going to ritual cast that, and as Dre's is working on ritual casting this, you would read each of the 4 sarcophaguses in the northwest with the love of music. He felled the giant. In the northeast, a healing touch she was always required. In the southwest, the strong hand that felled the beast, and in the southeast, a wizened fool who saved them all.
I smell a puzzle, but I don't know if I want to solve it.
And as you guys finish looking around and investigating everything, they look very similar to the other sarcophaguses that you opened a moment ago. However, Dre's, when you cast Detect Magic, you see some crazy stuff. It seems that there does seem to be a very similar dark green a color emanating from each one of these sarcophaguses. However, there seems to also be brighter color behind each one. The one with the music that felled the giant seems to be almost in a instrument shape as you're looking at this tomb. The one with the healing touch seems to be a long rod looking shape. That one is the first one was glowing like a bright blue. The long rod seems to be glowing almost a golden color. And the other 2 also have other things with it, small little things. One looks like maybe a necklace sort of shape. It's hard to tell, glowing bright red. And the others looks to be almost silver color in the shape of, well, you're not entirely sure, Dre's. That it's a weird looking shape.
Okay. I'll look at him and it's like, so, this isn't exactly the same? They all have their own uniqueness? Like, there's a energy in the shape of a musical instrument on this one, golden staff on this one. I don't know what the hell this is, which I'm guessing is the Wizened Fool.
No. The Wizened Fool is the one that looks like a necklace.
There's a necklace on this one, and then the strong hand that felled the beast. That's a bit. I don't know. Can I attempt to draw it?
Yeah, you can, and it doesn't really. You guys can all roll kind of an insight check. Dre's roll a performance check to see if you can figure out what this is.
Holy shit!
Wow, that's 3 in a row.
Oh,
It's time. It's
that
time.
should just alter the campaign.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's time to dice jail.
I can't do that.
I
with
know,
casual
I know.
dice.
All right.
And it looks like a stick figure.
Dre's draws you, and I'm gonna draw on the map. Dre's, you draw something that looks like there's gray. That looks like, oh, come on now. That looks like this on the ground.
Wait, where'd you draw it?
On the map.
The 2 circles?
Yeah. He draws that's what he draws on the ground. So you guys Kiva, even with a 20, that's pretty hard to figure out what it is. It could be something like maybe armor, but it doesn't make any sense.
Jim automatically just guesses boobs.
Yeah, Drago, those balls.
Balls
No,
and boobs.
I perform dark art, not art.
Oh man. Alright, let me draw this little square here as you guys are able to make your way inside. Alright, so you guys are all able to make your way inside. So who's opening what, and what's going on?
Kelton for all of them, right?
No, I will not let him open up the one with the golden energy.
Okay.
Oh,
Who's opening?
the one Kiva is most
I'll
interested.
do it.
But the Wizened Fool, I'll let him open that one. Any of the other 3, I will let him open. But I'm not taking a risk on that golden energy.
Okay, so the blue glowing instrument one is the top left. The golden staff is the top right.
I think Jen's gonna go for the instrument one.
Okay. The one to the bottom left is the one that looks like boobs, and the one to the bottom right is the one that has the necklace. So,
Which is the necklace.
okay. Well, Kelton's gonna try to open all of them except for the one with the looks like stick.
Golden energy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Then Twitch is gonna be back here.
More than 10 feet back.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'll be right here for this one.
All right, go ahead.
I'm going to be holding the horse.
Yep.
Well, actually, no. Was there anywhere I could like have left her out, like in the hallway?
Yeah. You could leave it out in the hallway. That's fine for now.
Okay.
Just go ahead and roll three strength checks for Kelton. We'll see if he opens all 3.
All right. In case of any kind of like spell effects of 10 feet, I'm going to be circling 10 feet away from each one, or like 15 feet away from each one as he opens them.
Okay. That's
I
fine.
mean, actually, the spot you're in right there is a perfect spot. For
Yeah, right. It should be fine.
Oh, is it? Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, so strength.
Yep. So 3 strength checks,
15.
and we'll see if someone has to help Kelton. All right. First one
11.
succeeds. The second one does not. The
9.
third one does not. All right. So, what order was he opening them in?
Wizened Fool,
Okay. Well, that's the only one that matters.
music. Okay.
All right. So Kelton
Would
opens
help
up the
him
first
with the
one,
second.
and just like the other 2, dark green mist kind of rolls into the room in about a 5-foot span, and dissipates pretty quickly. And Kelton can see, and anyone else who walks up to it, you can see what looks like older-looking bones. The body seems pretty well preserved, and you can see what looks like a necklace wrapped around the scruff of the neck, if one still existed. Does anyone grab it?
Okay.
Can
Anyone grab the necklace?
I mean, Twitch had said that's the one that he was looking at.
Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Twitch.
But Twitch is not close, so if someone grabbed it before, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
If no one else is grabbing it, then yeah, Twitch would want to go investigate and check it out.
Okay. I mean, no one else spoke up, so yeah, you go ahead and add. So you have not detected it yet. You have not identified it yet, but go ahead and add a necklace of fireballs to your inventory, and when that gets identified,
Okay.
yep. So the other two remain unopened. Kiva, go ahead and roll me a strength check.
Kiva's currently just kind of looking it over at the moment. She's not trying to open it just yet because she is anticipating that poison cloud thing again.
Mm-hmm.
Jen?
You said we've seen where the runes have gone off. A couple of them?
Yeah, you actually have.
Kiva is gonna try a dispel magic.
All right.
Kind of trying to, assuming it's going to be in a similar sort of location within the sarcophagus here.
Yep. Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Okay. Arcana check or a wisdom check, because that's me spellcasting modifier.
Arcana check, because you're trying to disable a rune that you don't have line of sight to, if that makes more sense.
Okay.
You're trying to figure out, you're trying to mentally figure out how you can disarm this rune without opening without opening it.
Okay.
And I would say, yeah, you kind of oh, you know what? I could probably just, yeah, okay. And then you go and you cast Dispel Magic, and you manage to dispel it. You feel like your spell succeeded.
Okay.
There's no real indication. Oh my god. It does now, thank you. Alright, so there's no indication that your spell was successful, Kiva, but you kind of feel like it was.
Okay.
I kind of want it. Not the end game item. I want that.
Yeah, right? Kiva, do you attempt to open the sarcophagus?
Yeah, she's gonna try. This is probably not gonna go very well, but she'll try.
Alright, roll me a strength check. And I'm gonna let you actually roll this with advantage for other reasons.
Oh, okay, cool.
Thank God.
Yep. It actually helped.
It did, but it's actually still not high enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these are much better sealed.
Oh, okay.
So Kiva, you attempt to open this, and you even you have this rush of adrenaline rush through your body, and you go and you can't seem to crack this lid, and you guys can kind of see Kiva struggling over there. Anyone helping?
Can I help?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and also roll a strength check. And anyone else who'd like to open the other two sarcophaguses, tell me which one you're trying to open and roll a strength check.
Jen is going to go for the one with the musical icon and would try and get Dre's to tell Kelton to help.
Okay. We'll see if Kelton helps. And yeah, Squirt, between you and Kiva, the two of you are able to open it. And as the sarcophagus opens...
There we go!
As the sarcophagus opens, the two of you expect to have this cloud of poisonous vapor exude from the sarcophagus, but nothing comes out. Kiva, it seems you were successful in dispelling it, and you flip the lid open and you see what looks like a small female gnome bones. Squirt, I would say that you would recognize those pretty readily, with a nice bright staff in her hand. Does anyone grab the staff?
Yeah, can I just look it over first, see if there's any kind of significance about it that I can recognize? Like any kind of symbols on it or iconography or anything like that?
I will do you one better.
Okay.
The staff looks like this. It has a whole bunch of idols, all laid out like a golden idol sort of deal that comes up to the top. And each one has faces and kind of crouched over.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that look.
Yeah. Yep. That's what you see.
But it was golden energy. If I see her squirm, I'll be like, remember, it was gold. It was good. It's not something I want Kelton to touch.
Hey, all right. I get that.
Do you take it?
It doesn't. Just the appearance of it doesn't strike any bells for something she might have heard about or anything.
No, not really. No.
Okay. Yeah, she'll reach for it.
Okay.
And
So go ahead, Kiva. Once this gets identified, add a staff of healing to your inventory.
Jin is going to be holding their breath and is going to open the music one.
Okay. With you and Kelton kind of like working in tandem, you're able to easily flip this lid up, and as the lid flips up, you are blasted in the face by a wall of green vapor, and I need for you to make me a Constitution saving throw. With advantage, because this is a poisoning effect.
Nice.
There we go.
Yeah. So you take...
No damage because I'd already take half damage if I failed, right?
Huh?
Because I already have resistance to poison, so...
Well,
I mean, it's
that's
still just gonna happen. Whatever
yeah,
you would've taken.
it's like a barbarian.
Okay.
It's half of half. You're still gonna take damage. You're just not gonna.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Got it.
it would be 4 points of poison damage.
Okay. I'm used to the effects of, like, the rogue skills.
Yeah. Yep. This is not quite the same thing. But you open it up and you can see what looks inside to be some sort of instrument with the skeleton's arms like wrapped around it. The hands and stuff. You'll have to move the hands in order to get to what looks like a lute.
Jin is not above messing with a dead person's body. Jin will do that.
Okay. And for those of you who like fun things, Jin, go ahead and add a Loot of Illusions to your inventory. Once it gets identified, then you'll be able to use it and so on and so forth.
Ooh.
Are there any coffins remaining?
There is one on the bottom left.
Can someone try to dispel on this, or should I just...
I just imagine Alen like snapping at it and getting Kelton's attention to come and open it.
Kelton pays no attention.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. I don't foresee Ellen doing that either.
Well, he snapped his fingers at something last time.
Yeah. It's fine.
He
So
snapped his fingers at the
hang
group
on.
to get us
So
moving.
yeah, so hang on. Alen asked
Yeah.
everyone in the room if someone could dispel magic on it or something.
Yeah,
Well-
I mean, are we going to be camping out tonight before too long, or?
I mean, if you don't want to, it's fine. You just...
No, I can. I'm just trying to think. Are we going to try and press on to Neverwinter after here, or what are we doing?
I think
I think
that
we
was...
have more than a day's travel remaining.
Absolutely. It is
Yes.
definitely more than a day's travel.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll go ahead and do the same thing again.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me another Arcana check.
Oh boy.
With advantage this time, because you kind
Okay,
of
cool.
because you succeeded last time, you kind of figured out how it works. Yeah, that's
That
oh
works.
yeah. Kiva this time you're like, oh, hang on, yeah, no, I just did this a second ago. Yeah, you just like, and Kiva, you like touch the coffin in a very specific spot, and you all see like this light emanate from Kiva's finger and extend onto the coffin and just like spread out and then dissipate. And Kiva, you have dispelled it. You guys are able to open it.
All right, it's dispelled.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get my staff that I own and muscle it.
Okay.
Try to get it in,
I'll-
like try to wedge it in and try to open it up.
I'll give you not necessarily advantage, but I'll give you like a +4 to your roll. So go ahead and roll a strength check.
Hang on a sec. I need to check something real quick.
Go ahead and make that roll though, Olin.
Okay. Are you kidding me?
7. Man,
I haven't rolled above a 4 tonight.
yikes. Yeah, most of you guys are rolling real low tonight. I'm glad we're not fighting. All right, so you guys see Alen like shove his staff in and like try to wedge it open, and he like goes to like push down on it and actually lifts his body up off the staff and like puts his body up off the ground like, oh, that's not gonna work. Does anyone help Alen?
I mean, she
Jen
is
will-
right there. Will help.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for your help. Hopefully,
I have a crowbar.
Straight strength check.
yeah.
Still be
12.
great.
Yeah, that's still not high enough. Even with the two of you, you're just struggling. If anyone else goes to help, I'm just gonna say don't worry about it. You guys open it.
Okay. Jen's gonna come over with the crowbar. and
Okay,
open it.
yeah. With Jen's like, oh, this one's giving you trouble, huh? Kunk. And just like
Why didn't you
pops
pull
it
that
open.
out sooner, Jen?
And
I thought you had it handled.
as Jen, as you pop it open, there looks to be a quite rusted blade, great sword in here that seems to be grabbed by two hands at the hilt, at the base of it, and attached at inside of the bones going through what look like silver bracers.
Ooh.
Ooh. Let me check those out.
Okay. You so Alin, just to be clear, you will have to detach the fingers from the sword and remove the bracers from the bones in the arm, because they were still wearing them when they were buried.
I have a dagger.
Okay. All right. Kiva, do you help with that?
Sure.
Okay. Between you
Like
and
I already said, they're dead. They're not gonna argue.
yep. Between you and Alin, you're easily able to pry the rusted sword off, and it kind of like crumbles a little bit. The hilt kind of like the leather straps crumble when you move it, and you guys are able to pick up these bracers. Who takes the bracers?
I am holding them.
Okay. Alin, when these get identified, you may add bracers of defense to your inventory.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I know
Very
a
good.
gnome who could definitely use those.
Because I'm a bit squishy.
Most of us can use those.
Right?
Does
All right.
bracers of defense affect my mage armor?
That's a fair question.
I'll have to look over it. Honestly, probably not, because of the way the bracers are worded.
Because of what?
Because of the way the bracers are worded.
Yeah, the bracers also say you have to not be wearing armor.
Yeah, the bracers basically say the same thing as your mage armor. You can't be wearing an armor or have a shield.
So therefore it would classify.
Okay, so congratulations. You all have successfully discovered literally everything in the Dragon Barrow.
Okay, let's leave.
I feel like I missed something as far as just taking notes. So I have the necklace, the loot, the bracers. What else did we find?
Of
Then-
course.
A horse, a
The
potion
pole.
bottle.
Oh, what was the pole? I didn't write that one down.
The pole was
With the
a
faces.
staff of healing.
Staff of healing.
Yep. So you also found
Wait, I don't even need mage armor. I should swap out this. The way the mage armor works is that it turns your thing to 13, and if I had these, what would my armor class be?
it should, Alin, I think your base armor class, it changes your base armor class from 10 to 13, I think.
Yes, but
Actually,
My armor
okay.
class is-
So
Yeah, I'd have to
Nine,
look
so-
at it. I'm just going by memory. It's
so
probably
these
not right.
things are basically like permanent mate. Or I can't hear
You're
you.
making up.
Someone's echoing, I think, is the problem.
It's Kiva.
what?
Or Tim.
Not even doing anything.
Yeah, your
Yes.
thing's been echoing for the past few weeks.
Oh, yeah, it is kind of echoing. I didn't realize that. All right. Okay, so,
When can you switch out?
yeah.
What the hell are they called? Invocations. God damn it. They're only at level up, right?
Invocation is when you level up. You can swap out invocation.
I hope we get
You,
10
you can
soon.
swap
because,
one. So
Yeah.
Yep.
I hope we get to 10 soon because mage armor's gotta go.
why does mage armor have to go?
because mage armor is a invocation I have, and these bracers are better.
Actually,
They don't
not
stack because
really.
it says that the base becomes 13 when you cast it.
Right. Mage
I
armor
have a
sets
negative
your
1
mage
dexterity.
armor sets your base, whereas the bracers of defense add a bonus. It's two different effects.
Yep.
So they do stack.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Never mind then.
Yeah. All right.
So
So
even if they didn't stack, mage armor technically raises your AC by 3, whereas the bracers only raise it by 2.
yeah. So
No,
regardless,
it
out of game. So yes, they do stack, and yes. So you guys have kind of like look over at each other and figuring out what your next move is. Is anyone standing by the prisoner?
I think Kelton had been.
No, Kelton was helping undo things. I would say Kiva's definitely been keeping an eye since she well, oh, never mind. Kiva moved to help open that other
Yeah,
sarcophagus.
that's why I'm
Okay,
asking.
so hold up. Twitch was watching him while Kelton was opening stuff.
But then Twitch went to go get the necklace.
Right.
The horse would also be blocking the way.
Would Kelton
That's
have
true.
come back to guard him after?
No, because Kelton was helping Jin open the thing. I'm
Open
just
multiple sarcophagi.
yeah, I'm just asking because
There is a horse in the way.
yeah.
I don't think Twitch would have left them. I'm just saying, if she took that responsibility.
Okay, that's fair. So you would have taken him down with you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. I just wanted to. I was looking at the map here, and he was alone.
I was thinking about that myself when we were.
Okay, all right, we got that settled. No, he doesn't attempt to flee.
That would not have gone well for him, anyways.
Yeah, it's fine. He doesn't care. He still would have attempted.
He wants to die, so that makes sense.
All right, so you guys are able to head out if you'd like. It does take a minute more or so to get the horse up the stairs. It's difficult to lead, but you are able to get the horse out. Really not sure why they put the horse down here.
Because it was technically buried. So,
yeah.
I mean...
Well, yeah. All right, so you guys are able to head out to the top, and as you head out to the top, you see the 3 Willow Wisps well in the distance at this point, glowing as they're moving away from this place.
Okay.
Do you guys set up camp for the night on top of the hill?
Kiva would ask, do we want to set up here or move a distance?
No.
Or...
I would suggest moving.
Yeah, does it feel
Yeah.
safe there? I don't think any of us really feel safe.
Like, I'll be willing to move forward. So
So
Okay.
who took the potion that we don't know what it is yet? Someone has
not
it?
yet.
You have it in
I have
your...
it.
Okay, cool.
I don't have it in the inventory because I don't know what to name it other than I'm waiting because I'm going to identify before the end of the night. So I'm going to put it in there once we identify.
Yeah, you've got like an hour of identifying ahead of you right now.
Yeah.
And while we set up camp and stuff, Jin is probably going to slip off just like a little bit away to inspect the loot more closely.
Okay, so you're not having Dre's identify it?
Oh, never mind. I zoned out for
Okay.
something.
Yeah, I was really confused by that. Okay. So Dre's, as Dre's identifies each one, you guys can figure out what you want to do. Dre's, you identify the Necklace of Fireball has 3 charges. The Bracers of Defense are what the bracers are, and the Staff of Healing has a full 10 charges. It seems to have charged in the time that it rested there. The Loot of Illusions, let me reread this. You kind of describe, and I'll do this here for you guys. You kind of describe how the Loot of Illusions works. There you go. So that, Jen, you are technically able to use it, just not with your proficiency. Just not with it, because I don't think you're proficient in loot, right?
No, I was thinking about giving Jenna instrument proficiency, but I don't think I was able to make it work with the background and stuff.
All right, and the last one was the potion bottle, right? We have the Lute of Illusions, Necklace of Fireball, Bracers of Defense, Staff of Healing, and the potion. The potion seems to be a potion of water breathing.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
So much water breathing.
You can thank Veronica for that. She's like, we should really find something else for water.
There has to be an element of water breathing again.
It's going to be a reoccurring theme now. I'm literally going to add it to every place you explore. All right.
I'd like to start attuning with the bracers.
Oh, they require attunement?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so are we dividing out who gets what? Or
Yeah,
are we
because
just going with who we're
yeah,
trying to keep?
yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, Twitch. I kind of spoke over it. Twitch asked the party if you guys are figuring out who gets what.
Oh, yeah, sure. I was just gonna hold on to the potion because I'm gonna sell that fucker and get rid of it.
Yeah, Gummit, forgot I was muted.
I'll take the loot. I mean, I actually took one at one point and was thinking of learning it, but that was shortly before we had to leave Luskin in a very big hurry.
Kiva's actually going to take the Staff of Healing and offer if someone else maybe wants to try and attune to it so we have more than one healer. Emphasis on the try to attune to it.
Can anyone else actually attune to it?
Does anyone else try?
Grace looks like I like the idea of the healing, but just keep that thing away from me.
Twitch
You
is
can use the
like-
effects, but not the energy. Is no.
Twitch can try and attune to it.
Okay. Twitch, roll me an Arcana check with disadvantage. We'll see if the dice guides speak to you tonight.
That's a negative.
That is definitely a negative. In fact, Twitch, as you try to attune with it and try to spend some time, you actually accidentally expend one charge, and there's a small patch of like dead grass. You accidentally cast it at that small patch, and the grass kind of like heals and starts growing green.
Yikes. Well, I'm gonna give this back to you.
The staff has 9 charges now.
It's not the one for me.
It's not the one for me.
Well, I just need to make that funny for sure. Go with it.
All right. Does anyone else try to attune to it? Anyone who is not a druid will roll with disadvantage.
or a cleric or bard.
Well, we know that the other ones are not, so.
I can carry it. OOC, Jen is thinking of multi-classing.
Oh. What?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, if no one else can use it, it's probably best that I do hold on to it because I can at least use it.
Yeah,
Alright.
and you don't have to expend any of your healing spell slots that way.
It would help, yeah.
Does it regenerate after a day? Do we
The
think?
the staff,
It-
yes.
It does regain charges, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which Grays would know from the identify spell.
Right.
I will look at the skeleton horse, which we have not named yet, which I will figure that one out soon. Like, I want to send you somewhere. It's going to remind you of how it was down there for a little bit, but I will come to get you as soon as possible, and then we will make sure that you can be out and about and a little bit more free, if you just will hold on. Is that okay?
It lifts, it like bends one knee and like puts it on the ground, kind of like bends, almost bowing to you.
Okay. Then I will start casting teleportation circle.
Okay. And I will be at that. You don't have to roll for that. It works this time, as intended.
So a door opens up.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and describe it. I'll be right back. You guys kind of figure out what you're doing for the evening, and when I come back, we'll finish the night and get you guys headed to Neverwinter.
Okay. A portal, more kind of like the black obelisk type shape, appears in front.
I'm imagining if you've played Kingdom Hearts, the dark portal things that show up whenever the Organization 13 teleport around.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
kinda
love
like-
that animation.
So just like a shadow that springs up from the ground that you can walk through.
Yeah, so like a dark like doorway kind of deal.
Yeah.
And then I will kind of not usher, but I'll be like, if you go through here, you will find a place that will be safe, and I will come back to you as soon as I can, and we will get you.
Since that spell only lasts 6 seconds, while you're casting it, Kiva is going to suggest, once he gets that open, should we send Edgar back through it as well? So we can get a message to the council? Hello? Did you guys hear me?
We'll need to
Sure.
get
Oh, yeah.
Edgar back.
That's what I was wondering.
It
Did
lasts.
it get resummoned?
Oh, go ahead.
Edgar died. Did he ever come back to us?
Oh, that's right. We
No.
have to send him back again. That's right.
I go to summon him. It takes like an hour.
I mean, wouldn't you have been doing that while Dre's was identifying everything?
Oh yeah, good point.
And then
I
it's
kind
going
of
to take
forgot about
another...
him.
Oh, the portal lasts a minute? I thought it only lasted 6 seconds.
Around.
Around. Okay, yeah, so 6 seconds.
I thought a second was a turn.
You,
Yeah, 6 seconds is a turn. Around is like
So
something else.
around
I would.
is still technically the 6 seconds. Because logic-wise, the turns are all happening at roughly the same time. Yeah, it's a bit abstract,
Mhm.
but
It seems like 6 seconds is way too short to get X amount of people through it. That's why it
well,
seems a little weird
that's why
to me.
Critical Role is like, okay, ready, go, and like as quick as everybody can.
All right, I stepped away for a minute. I feel like I missed some logistics here. What I miss?
Yeah, we just talked about Alin resummoning Edgar while Dre's was identifying everything, so that we can send Edgar through the teleportation circle as well and use that to communicate with the council.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I'll allow that. Okay. So.
I gotta remove 10 gold from my inventory.
Yes, please. Thank you. Okay,
Yeah.
so you cast teleportation circle. The teleportation.
Well, I will
circle-
make sure everyone's ready because apparently it lasts 6 seconds, unless you want to say it lasts a little bit longer.
I would say that it lasts probably 10 seconds. It's still not
Okay.
long.
Let's say 12 seconds, so 2 rounds.
No, let's say 10 seconds because I said 10 seconds.
Okay, cool. I'm just trying to make it fit with the rounds
It's fine.
set up.
It's
so
fine.
okay.
Nope. I only want it to last 1 round, but for this instance, 10 seconds
Okay,
works
that's fair.
perfect.
Okay.
All right, so you all are ready, and Dre's is able to cast the teleportation circle, and you all send Edgar and the horse through?
Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
that's
Edgar is on instruction to go tell the council.
okay. Just keep in mind it is night, so he's gonna have
he
to
can wait for the morning.
Yeah, he'll have to wait till the morning. All right, so that happens. The teleportation circle seems to go off without a hitch because of the horse. Yeah, and you guys are able to set up camp. And who's watching the prisoner?
Kelton would be.
Okay.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jen
He'd be
is
back to doing so.
So
Okay.
we did move a little ways away from the barrow, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys. This is a huge map, so you guys are well away from where you were, just at the very edge of the start of the hill.
What does the general terrain look like around us?
Flat, other than the massive dragon-shaped hill that you guys just left.
Cool. Okay. And then wherever we eventually decide to set up camp, Kiva's going to take the staff and turn it into a tree.
Okay. Nice.
Jen is going to be fiddling with their new toy.
Jen,
And
roll me.
probably- Yeah.
Jen, roll me.
Looting with her new toy.
Uh-huh.
Jen, go ahead and roll me a performance check.
Shin's doing like learning 8 new skills.
Okay.
Jen like picks at the lute, like playing trying to figure out what the strings sound like and what they do. And at first it sounds pretty bad. Jen, bing, bang, 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 bang. Eventually, Jen, you're able to kind of like pick out like a basic like hot cross buns sort of deal. You're able to play something pretty simple, relatively easy, but not
like,
much
I'm
more than
starting
that.
to remember this now. Too bad I don't still have that loot, but I guess this is an upgrade.
Perception check.
Perception check.
Performance is +8 though, so it'd be
Okay.
like 11.
Okay, cool. All right, it's still the same basic thing. The DC was 10 for that, like 10 to 12. So, yeah, you're able to play, like a hot cross bun sort of deal after spending like 10-15 minutes trying to figure out what the notes do and tuning it and figuring that out.
And yes, Jen is absolutely gonna learn like multiple new skills.
Hashtag skill monkey. All right, anyone else doing anything for the evening?
Yeah,
I'm trying to attune with my new bracers. I'm like taking off my falconer glove and putting it on, and then putting the gloves back on over it.
Okay. All right, and we'll say you're able to attune to them then. And Twitch, what were you doing?
She's frantically working on this identity to finish it.
Gotcha.
I know we didn't roleplay our long rest last time, but she would have worked on that as well.
Okay, that's fair.
So how many additional whatevers?
How many days did you have towards it?
5.
5? Okay, yeah, you'd be able to finish that then. It would be
now?
yeah, you'd be able to finish your documents this evening, in fact, as everyone else is sleeping.
Okay.
Anything else? Everyone else sleeping?
No.
Okay.
I'm sleeping. I think said anyone else taking watch? They were taking.
Kelton. Well, Kelton is watching the guard. So who's taking watches for the evening?
Kiva will
Jen
take
would.
one watch again like she usually does.
Okay, Jen and Kiva. Anyone else?
Kiva is also going to be sleeping up in her tree instead of in the hut.
Okay, and Squirt. I did hear that, Squirt. So the three of you go ahead and roll me perception checks for the evening, and everyone go ahead and prep for a long rest. Kiva?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. No worries. All right. So between Jen, Twitch, or Jen, Squirt, and Kiva, Jen, you take first watch, and you kind of like watch around, looking to see if those Willow Wisps come back, and they don't. Kiva, very similar on your tree watch. You're kind of looking around. You see a few air birds fly overhead, kind of larger creatures, but they're not. They don't seem hostile. Not like wyverns or anything like that. Just large birds. It's a pretty pleasant evening. The moon's out by this time, and it's shining pretty decent light over everything. And Squirt, as you're kind of watching the grounds and stuff, you are looking around, and you kind of like your eyes start to slowly close, and then you eventually fall asleep. And you all wake up in the morning. Squirt, you are the last one to be awoken as everyone else wakes up.
No wisdom checks for Kiva
Nope.
tonight?
Nope.
Cool.
Does anyone? So you guys wake up. Everyone except for Squirt. Everyone wakes up, kind of like expecting someone to wake them up, but no one. Squirt doesn't wake you all up as you guys kind of like drag awake.
Kiva is normally the one that does the morning watch.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's
you
what I
would
was
have.
saying.
Well, then, Kiva, you would have seen that. Yeah, you would have seen Squirt asleep and woken Squirt up.
Okay. It should be noted that normally Kiva does like a whole breakfast kind of thing when we're camping out. She did not this time.
Yep.
She's snacking on some rations up in the tree when morning comes.
Kind of doing her own thing. All right, and so everyone does wake up. You guys kind of all wake up eventually, and you're able to start your day and head towards Neverwinter. Is everyone ready to head towards Neverwinter?
One moment, I couldn't hear what you said because there was like something going on with Julia's mic.
That's
I
weird.
dropped my phone.
Oh,
okay, got
it.
Sorry.
Yeah, so everyone wakes up and you guys are able to head towards Neverwinter. Everyone's ready to head towards Neverwinter?
Yeah.
Kiva will climb down and turn the tree back into her staff.
All right.
Shin would be sending curious looks over at Kiva with all the weird behavior the last day. And now this.
Gabe?
Yes.
Are we gonna have to take one more rest before we get to Neverwinter?
You might actually.
I will bring it up to everyone. As much as it pains me, especially with this guy knowing that Kelton is what he is, I may need to send him back to town before we get to Neverwinter. Because I don't think I can pass him off if this guy spills saying what he is. And it would only bring us trouble.
Do you bring this up with the group?
He's saying
yes,
it to the group.
That's what I'm saying this out in character.
I missed that.
Yeah.
Well, we could keep him somewhere.
I mean, if nothing else, I can at least have him keep working on the tower.
That's true.
Yeah. I know he's been useful and such, and I don't want him to be gone, but I'd rather him still be alive. Well, in this form of living.
We could always keep him at the tavern too.
Yeah. No, I think it'd be best if he probably go back to town. But we'll do that before we rest. I'll send him back and give him instructions.
I'd be very careful with those instructions since since you won't be there to adjust them if needed.
Very well. Yes, I've already been thinking about that. Like I thought of that before bed.
We could also send him back to our house.
That's where I'm going to send him to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, he could just stay there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's going to be working on the tower, unless otherwise being told otherwise. But I will give him the instructions before I send him back.
Dre's, when you mention the tower, you hear the prisoner. What tower? What tower?
The tower that you will be imprisoned in if you don't shut up.
Fair.
When he asks what tower, does Kiva get an impression he's thinking of something in particular?
Roll me an insight check. I would say probably with disadvantage, actually. I'm actually only letting you roll that because you asked that specific way.
Okay.
No, you don't really get a foresight into his thinking there. He seems to be just curious.
Okay.
Trying to get information is my thought.
All right, so you guys head. I'm gonna ask. You could make it to Neverwinter in a day, but you'd have to move faster than a normal pace, possibly giving you exhaustion. Or you could make it there in 2 days at a normal, like slower pace. How do you guys want to proceed?
Jen would be fine with hurrying.
I still think. I mean, I can do it either way. Like I don't think we'll be getting into a fight before. Oh. Yeah, you know what? And I'll sit there with that thought. If we want to hurry, then I'm going to go ahead and send him back now. But if we don't hurry, then I will keep him with us for extra protection till we get there.
Twitch.
Wow. Okay.
She was like, it's not fully charged. You can have it.
Jen would say, fine, I'll take it. Grab it.
Yeah, I took it out of my inventory, so put it in yours if you want to keep it.
Just
Oh my
hoarding
God.
everything.
Uh-huh. I mean, once a pirate.
Yeah. Once a pirate, always a hoarder. I mean, pirate. All right. So, what was the consensus? You guys moving at a fast pace or normal pace?
Jen
I
would
mean,
be okay with fast.
I can expedite the process of traveling if we really want to.
What time of day is it? Morning?
Yes.
Expedite, we're not going to show up till the evening time, and that's not the best time to show up in Neverwinter. So I would say normal pace and long rest, and then get there in the morning.
Sure.
That's just my Twitch's expert opinion.
Jen, you'd probably feel the same way having been to Neverwinter a couple times.
Can you repeat that? Sorry, I was adding to my inventory.
Twitch just said that the nighttime isn't probably the best time to actually arrive at Neverwinter to get inside.
Okay. How would expediting it work? How many hours would that take off?
I mean, if we're just planning to speed things along, Kiva can cast like 4 or 5 conjure beasts to summon mounts for everybody.
Yeah, so what time would we get there if we did that?
It depends on their speed. And is everyone riding?
I mean, she can summon riding horses, which are like, I think they're a CR 1/4, so she could summon 8 of those.
Okay.
So.
Riding horse. I think that's 60, right?
Yeah, riding horse is
So
60.
double your speed, so half the time. So you would make it there by probably 4 p.m.
That
Better,
would
but
work.
still not great.
It's before night.
Would Twitch know if that's a good time to go meet with the general and mayor?
No, it would actually not be a good time to meet with the general and mayor.
Too late in the day.
Yes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that still doesn't get us there at the
Actually,
opportune time to walk into the city.
It's actually a moot point. I don't have that spell prepared at the moment.
Mm.
Kiva kind of like she like looks at herself, pats her, and like, oh crap, nope, never mind.
Okay,
Sorry
I don't know
about
what this little like lump is on the map right outside of Neverwinter, but that looks like a good spot to do a long rest.
Okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna kind of montage this because I'm ready to get you guys there. you guys spend the rest of the day with the prisoner, walking at a decent pace. Managed to get yourself within about 10 miles of Neverwinter. Easily able to get there within the next day in a couple hours. Not too terrible. And you guys are all able to take a long rest. Nothing eventful happens overnight. Yeah, go ahead.
Which before the end of the night, I will send him back, and I will type out his instructions so I don't take up more time.
Okay. All right. So Dre's does that. Is anyone else doing anything over the evening?
I would
Jen
actually
would
in the
practice.
morning. Sorry.
Go ahead. Jen, and then Kiva.
Jen's gonna practice in the armor for a little bit before
Okay.
bed.
I'll give you. Actually, I'll probably give you like 4 hours.
Okay.
And Kiva.
I was gonna say, like, actually before evening, more like in the morning before we set out. How does the conversation go with Edgar and the council?
Ah, yes. I'm glad you asked. So let's. We were so close. What does Edgar do once he's in the town, Alin? So Edgar is in the town. He manages to open the door and come out of your house.
You can open a window. I don't know.
Either way. And head out of the house and flies towards the town council. Is he an imp or a raven?
Bird.
Did you? Sorry, say that again?
I think he'd go imp just to open a window, and then he'd go bird.
Are you able to? I don't think you're able to flop him from that far away, are you?
I'm
The
not
imp
the one doing it. He's the imp.
Oh, the imp actually just polymorphs. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's just shape change.
All right.
You can just do naturally.
All right. So, yeah. So Edgar kind of like creaks open a window and flies out and immediately goes invisible and changes into a raven and flies towards the town council where he can see.
I don't remember what he was supposed to be informing them about.
You told him, so I'm gonna go ahead and play Edgar. Actually, that is a good point because I actually don't remember either. So, what did you guys tell Edgar?
We told Edgar to pass the message along about Wayside Inn being under attack, and then our decision to continue on in Neverwinter. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think I'd probably give him a pre-recorded message.
Technically,
And he just,
just speak through him and have a conversation.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't really want to be thinking about it.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah. So, you kind of told Edgar, what to tell the council, and Edgar flies to the town council building, invisible, waiting for someone to open the door, which eventually they do. He flies inside, and that he waits for the people to finish whatever they were talking about. And as they turn to leave, Edgar becomes uninvisible, and in Alin's voice, because he knows no other voice other than his own, in Alin's voice, he just blatantly blurts out in front of Griselda, Valdi, and Marigold. We decided that we were going to continue on to Neverwinter after finding out that Wayside Inn was attacked, and we just wanted to let you guys know that we saved the Wayside Inn, and Marticia was grateful, and so we are headed to Neverwinter, and we should be back soon.
And there should be one of the guards on their way back too.
Oh yeah, okay, and yeah, there should be someone coming back soon if they haven't already made it back to inform you as much. And the three women in there just like, thanks. Who are you? Oh, I'm Edgar. He like flapping his wings. I'm Edgar. I'm with Alin. Oh, right, with Alin. Oh, okay. Well, that makes a little more sense. Thank you for the information, Edgar. Okay, bye. And Edgar like flies out. See, he seems to be just as awkward as Alin.
Interesting.
And Edgar flies out. Elen, you because you were not like in his purview, you have no idea if he succeeded yet or not. But you kind of get a ping from him, like, "Hey, I'm done," sort of deal.
I'll pocket him.
Okay.
I thought they knew about my familiar.
I don't think that it's ever spoken to them. Reappearing in the
I didn't
middle
know
of
it could
in
talk.
the room. Yeah.
They've seen me with an animal.
Right. All right. So, yeah. As Edgar was flying out, he kind of like overhears. Well, that was really weird. Okay. And so you guys, bright and early in the morning, wake up, and by the time it is about 10 a.m., you guys.
Wait, Twitch had stuff to do with the party before at nighttime.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So Twitch at night was gonna get everyone all excited about what's gonna happen in Neverwinter and talking about how amazing Neverwinter is. And I know Jen's doing something, but Twitch is so excited that she's going to interrupt what Jen is doing and be like, "Oh yeah, what about this place? What's your favorite bar in Neverwinter?"
There's a really good one down at the docks. I believe it was the Keening Siren. Used to go there for drinks. Really seedy, but it had surprisingly good alcohol.
Huh. Every time I visited there, I don't think I've made it to that one yet. That'll be fun to check out.
Yeah. It was kind of one of those small hole in the walls. If you're not looking for it, you just kind of miss it. One of those. Looked like the whole place should have been closed. Honestly, I'm pretty sure it was run by some kind of like thief group in the city, because always surprisingly good food, and fronts are always like that. They look like shit, but the food is fantastic.
Yes, especially in Neverwinter.
So, which does that mean you have a favorite place?
Oh yes, definitely.
Been doing this all the while, just clink, clink, clink.
I can't wait to take you guys all over to, it's really hard to decide between the top 3, but the Moonstone Mask is probably my all-time favorite just because of how amazing the experience is, and it's so mysterious. But there's nothing like quite seeing the Fallen Tower Tavern, so we'll definitely go there too.
Okay. The Moonstone Mask?
Yes.
Like, curious question mark, raised eyebrow, the whole bit. So
You'll see. I don't want to spoil too much, but it's amazing.
Okay, cool. All right. I would say Kiva probably comes across as fairly nervous at this point, knowing we're about to go into the big city tomorrow.
Twitch would probably tell you all about the things that you'll see there that would make you more comfortable and not so nervous, that you'd look forward to seeing. Like the whole school or college of, what was it?
It's Academy of Horticulture.
Yes, and there's the stables with the horses and exotic beasts. As well as,
yes.
One of the districts is just filled with majestic gardens.
I've seen those. They are very pretty.
Okay, Kiva looks decidedly less nervous now.
Good.
Drace looks kind of interested, but kind of like, man, like I'm excited to check out the place.